How long has this been off for? How long has this been off for? Like, unironically. We're going for like 20 fucking minutes. You know what's funny about that is, and let me tell you something. You know what's funny about that is that... Hello? The Wi-Fi didn't even go off. That's what's funny about that. The Wi-Fi didn't even go off. They fucking took my ass out. YouTube fucking took the stream down, dude. They didn't even fucking turn off my Wi-Fi. It wasn't even to do with the internet. It wasn't to do with the internet. I don't know what happened. It just sort of went down. The stream just turned itself off. The Wi-Fi was fine the whole time.
Get this. On the day after he was arraigned on 34
Why is this in... Okay.
felony counts. So let's talk about what is important in this race. It is important that
Hold on a second, fellas. Boblax has not responded. I'm not a big fan of the government. Just watching this video quickly. It's something about the Roman Colosseum. Okie doke. Hold a second. You start Paul? Hello? It's not broken. It actually isn't broken. It is fixed. The Wi-Fi didn't go down. The stream did. It was nothing to do with the Wi-Fi.
Forward, that we turn the
YouTube
page
got my ass.
on this same old tired rhetoric and address the needs of the American people, address what we need to do about the housing shortage, which I have a plan for, address what we must do to support our small businesses, address bringing down the price of groceries. But frankly, the American people are exhausted with this same old tired playbook.
Vice President Harris, thank you.
Excuse me. Every one of those cases was started by them against their
Why is the quality so low? Can anyone explain this?
political opponent. And I'm winning most of them, and I will win the rest on appeal. And you saw that with the decision.
Every single one of my streams comes in 2 parts. That's just the law.
Came down just recently from the Supreme Court. I'm winning most of them. But those are cases, it's called weaponization. Never happened in this country.
Dude, what is happening? Why is the quality so low? I'm not a big fan of the government, let me tell you something. 140 views in 2 minutes is honestly pretty good. And considering that Chud Logic is stealing all of my viewers with his, this guy, he streams 7 times a fucking week. He can't just give me the fucking Sunday? Are we serious right now? I'm being, he can't just give me the Sunday to do my thing?
They weaponized the Justice Department.
The internet wasn't the problem. This is the last time saying it. The internet wasn't the issue. The stream just went down. The internet wasn't the issue here. Now, I'll say this. Every other time, the internet was the problem. The internet was perfectly fine this time. The internet was perfectly fine. The stream just went down. I don't know why. I think they're actually trying to kill me.
Every one of those cases was involved with the DOJ, from Atlanta and Fani Willis to the...
I just love cutting up the streams. I love cutting them up. I love making 2-part streams. It's my big passion.
Attorney General of New York and the DA in New York.
Dim Son, I forgive you. I forgive you, Dim Son. And not only do I forgive you, because you're such a nice lad, I'm making you moderator. That's how it works.
They say, oh, he's a criminal. They're the ones that made them go after me. By the way, Joe Biden was found essentially guilty on the documents case. And what happened in my documents case? They said, oh, that's the toughest of them all. A complete and total victory.
Let me tell you something, though. I made $72 off that last stream. Let me tell you. I made $72 whole dollars.
So it was thrown out. It's weaponization, and they used it, and it's never happened in this country. They used it to try and win an election. They're fake cases.
President Trump, thank you. A really quick response here, Vice President Harris, on this notion of weaponization of the Justice Department.
Well, let's talk about extreme and understand the context in which this election in 2024 is taking place. The United States Supreme Court.
You know, ever since my monetization came back, I've got, let me tell you something. I have like $20 off videos that I've made. $20 whole. Oh shit. I've got a $20 whole. That's pretty good.
Recently ruled that the former president would essentially be immune.
You know Turkey Tom is making millions, right? You know Turkey Tom is making millions?
Anonymous donated $5. Notice the small podium for Harris and how they fact-checked Trump but never her. Also, bro, two-tier care is trying to shut you up.
Exactly.
You're going to become England's Dan Cooler.
Exactly, Anonymous. Thanks for the $5. You know what? You know Turkey Tom is making like billions of dollars because every single one of my videos, and this is I don't think I have a single video that is green monetization. And in October, I think I made. How do
you do such a great Trump impression? What's your secret?
It's all about the accent. What was it? The inflection. It's all about the inflection. But yeah, a Turkey Tom makes literally billions of dollars. I'm not being funny. This guy puts out a video like way more than I do. Yeah? He gets bare minimum 100,000 views per video. He's getting way more views than I am. He has 3 different channels, which he's putting up consistently. He has a live channel that's getting like 50,000 views a video. He has his Tom Dark channel, which is getting like 100,000 views, let's say. And then Turkey Tom is getting like 1 million views. This guy is literally a millionaire. I'm not even being funny. This guy's literally a fucking millionaire. This guy's making so much money. It's unbelievable. Like, just based on what I'm getting, and I make like 1 video every month. And on like a good month, I might make like £500 a month off of videos. And that's not from like new videos, that's just from people rewatching my old videos that have yellow monetization. I do not have a single video of green monetization. I might, at best, make $500. This guy must be making millions of dollars a month. There's no way. I don't know what people make off of green monetized videos because I don't have a single one. But I know I'm making like $500. You know, the last time I took money off YouTube when I got remonetized, they had $500. That could be from stream chats as well. I don't know. But this guy's making millions. This guy's fucking millions, dude. If I made videos weekly and ensured that they were all green monetized, I would be a millionaire. I would be making shit tons of money. That's just I just don't have the stomach to make that kind of content. I don't have the stomach for it. That's just what it is. Sorry. I have good merch. What do you mean? I've got good merch. We got the... Hold on a second. Let me just do this. No, what's it? We got this. Look at this. We got this. I've made quite a lot of money off of these, you know? I don't know how much, but I've made some amount of money. The drugs are wearing off. Look at this. And look at the back. The drugs are wearing off. How are you going to say no to this? Look at this. Genius design. Genius design. And look, we got a new design coming soon. This one. The monkey design. Look at this. We got the monkey design, fellas. The huge monkey design. We'll probably make a new one soon. I don't know who will do it. The drugs are wearing off. We got like 100 colors. Look how many colors we got here. Actually, look how many colors we have. So many colors. I think I selected every color, in fact. So many colors that you can wear. Actually, that's the limit. But there you go. So many colors. So many colors. When you're talking about Brad, who's Brad? Anyone know who Brad is?
From any misconduct if he were to enter the White House again. Understand.
And they're so cheap too. They're so cheap that they're always on sale because I can't actually put them on sale because if I put them on sale, I wouldn't make any money. That's really I'm realizing now the art of the deal is you overprice shit. So if this was like $40, £40, I would be making a lot more money. That's what I'm starting to realize. Because if I put this on sale, I actually can't put these on sale. And I can't raise the price now. You know, because I've already put them out. I can't put the price up. These are actually, I can't put these on sale because then I wouldn't be making any money. That's sort of the. He said he'd terminate your ass, Kamala. I bet he'd terminate that pussy, Kamala. Yeah, but look at his kind face. Look how kind his face is. You're not going to buy a shirt with that on. You're not going to stream with that on. Look how kind this guy's face is. Are you serious?
Bo Black's the type of guy to yell talk about the allegations at his grandmother's funeral because he had a hunch she was plotting against him because she forgot about his peanut allergy.
It's just this guy. He sent me the Angry Goy link. Alright, let's have a go. Do I have to download all of this or just one? Angry Goy 2. Angry Goy 2. How do I download this? Maybe I shouldn't download this now. Maybe I shouldn't download this now. Maybe I should set it up for the next stream. I have a sneaking suspicion that downloading that now would destroy the entire stream.
Guardrails.
Anyway, yes, thank you, DJ Trey. Bobak's the type of guy to yell, talk about the allegations at his grandmother's funeral because she had a hunch she was plotting against him because she forgot about... Does he have a peanut allergy or is he making that one up?
Certainly we know now the court won't stop him. We know J.D. Vance is not going to stop him. It's up to the American people.
Vice President Harris, thank you. Lindsay?
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president...
This is the one that weaponized, not me. She weaponized. I probably took a bullet to the head because
we have DM'd Bolex, people. Not to get too off topic. We have DM'd Boblex. We said to him, come on stream. I'll tell you exactly what I said, actually. And I said this when I was in a better headspace. I said, hey, want to hop on stream, talk about the drama. I legitimately don't know any of the context, so I'm probably the best person to do it with, lol. I sent you a friend request, or maybe it wasn't you, I don't know. My ID is Bigbunjeeeeee. Debate. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put a poll up right now. I feel like we've hit the best point of the debate, which was the dog's shit. Well, we're trying to get him in. I'm not trying to be harsh here. We're starting a poll.
Vice President Harris, in your last run for president, you said you wanted to ban...
He has yet to respond.
...fracking. Now you don't. You wanted mandatory government buyback programs for assault weapons. Now your campaign says you don't. You supported decriminalizing border crossings. Now you're taking a harder line. I know you say that your values have not changed. So then why have so many of your policy positions changed?
So my values have not changed, and I'm going to discuss at least every point that you've made. But in particular, let's talk about fracking because we're here in Pennsylvania. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States. And in fact, I was the tie-breaking vote on the Inflation Reduction Act.
She doesn't want to ban fracking?
Which opened new leases for fracking. My position is that we have got to invest in diverse sources of energy so we reduce our reliance on foreign oil. We have had the largest increase in domestic oil production in history because of an approach that recognizes that we cannot override.
Do we want to watch? Okay, do we want to watch? I'm looking at the the votes here, and I'm saying I've got 23% now. We've got 160 votes. I feel like that's good enough. We want to move on to Boblax. Let me ask chat right now. What am I supposed to watch in regards to the Boblax thing? Is it this? Is it this? Do people know? Is it this? Hello? Am I supposed to be watching this in regards to Boblax? Nick's stream. His stream isn't up, Smaggle. His stream is not up. He has not uploaded it. I don't know what to tell you, man. At least we got Smaggle here to guide us through. You notice how as soon as I mention Boblax, Smaggle shows up? He doesn't have the stream up. I don't know what to do. It's unlisted. Smaggle, if you have the link, I'll watch it. But if you don't have the link, then there's nothing I can do here. Unless you want me to DM Nicholas Diorio. Should I watch the stream? He probably watched it when it was happening. Oh, he has the link. Look at that. Smaggle is really a genius. Look at this. Smaggle truly is a genius, eh? I view Smaggle as sort of like I view Smaggle as like one of those dudes who assassinated Julius Caesar.
That we're having here, or maybe Josh calls in and it turns into an all-out blood sport war. Who knows?
Look at this.
Who knows? Really, it could literally anything could happen tonight. Once everybody's satisfied, I'm gonna head downstairs, grab a beer, and I'm gonna go play some pinball. But before then, I have to go through this. Obviously not scripted. Obviously, I don't have anything in front of me that I'm reading. I'm going to take you through it, and I'll tell you...
oh, no! People say my streams are shit. Look at this. This
side of the story, coupled with factual events that have occurred.
I'm going to turn up the quality.
And things I can... new information that I can tell you, which is based on things that, if I get pressed on, can be pulled up and...
What's this Boblax drama about? I'll be honest with you, P-Maker's channel, I have no fucking idea.
We can talk about...
I'm also going to change the name of the stream. Where's the name of the stream? How do I change it? I think I accidentally hit caps lock there.
About it from there, if he feels like he wants to try to, I guess, deny certain aspects of this. I have to be fairly careful, because in the process of all these interactions I've had with Josh, he's trauma dumped tons of stuff on me, super intricate personal details that I become the bad guy if I discuss in the last couple of months.
Is this really lolly?
So I need to have some boundaries here with this discussion. Though I will let you know that if this gets uglier and he tries to deny certain things, then we will just read from the DMs. Obviously, that's
hold up. We're checking the DMs. He's not responded. There you go.
If people were wondering,
he responded once. I asked him on a stream ages ago. I said, "Is King of Nothing obese?" And he responded to that. So there you go. Been showing your videos to my friends. New favorite YouTuber.
Been showing your videos to my friends.
I've timed that
new
perfectly.
Favorite YouTuber.
Thank you, Holy Roman Empire. That's the real holy.
Does everybody understand the terms of this stream? Does everyone understand what we're doing here? Hello, Keemstar. Hello, donators. I will address you at the end. I do appreciate your beautiful contributions.
Oh yeah, let's give some context. We don't give a shit about Jake Weddle, right? We don't care about that. Is the Wi-Fi gone? Hello? No. It's just slow. What the fuck is going on right now? Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. All the whites should die. We got it. I don't know why the Wi-Fi is bad. It should be perfectly functional. Is this it? It's still up, right? Is it up? Ah, we're back. Ah, we're back. I don't know what the hell was going on. The Bo Black song really got my ass, honestly. I'm using Smaggle's link. The real version. Wasn't just saved, just generally. Yeah, I do. Funnily enough, I actually have the real version.
Some people don't know the struggle of being fucking black. We always get bullied. We always get bullied. 'Cause we are black. Black lives matter. All the white should die. So means worse. Might as well kill yourself. Black lives matter. Oh, black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Kill yourself. If you're white, if you're cis, kill yourself. If you're gay, if you're white, kill yourself. If you're trans, if you're white, kill yourself. If you're anything but black, kill yourself. 'Cause black lives matter. Black lives matter.
What was the context of this song? Did he just upload this, or is it on like a stream?
Hey! He looks just like you, Poindexter!
How come Lisa doesn't have to play? Why does she get to hang out with her friends?
You got friends, you got the dud right here. Stand up for yourself, Poindexter.
God, Simpsons is funny, eh? Anyway. Oh, no, that's not right. Watching this
show.
Woo! Get some L's in chat.
Okay.
Right now.
So,
I don't know.
A lot of people think the situation has something to do with King of Nothing.
Fellas,
it does. It absolutely does, but it's much smaller than I guess that. It seems as if Bo Black is trying to cling to that.
I don't respect
Your Blood in 2016 was found in 2019 and found by Ethan Klein in 2020 during George Floyd. Do we get some hypos in chat? Or whatever the fuck they say?
If you go to his Mayo Monkey channel, you'll see that he's changed the most recent stream he's done that I'll explain in chronological order, to don't tweet about King of Nothing, with the insinuation that the only reason that my friends who do not care about my personal crusades have dropped him is because of King of Nothing. That is obviously not the case. The reason I personally dropped Josh is because Josh has completely lost his mind.
He's lost his mind.
Assured me he was getting help for this. help that I'll detail again as it comes up. And I recently realized that that was not the case, that I was misled. And he's become an unreliable narrator privately.
He's an unreliable.
That is the main reason, coupled with a lot of the stuff we'll talk about today. That's why I'm personally dropping him. And there's no way for, I guess, you guys to know that unless I just explain it to you. So that's what we'll be doing today. Anywho, this situation starts around July, not this week at all. And I think that the real beginning point is this thread right here. It's about 2 months ago. This is around the July 15th. I don't have an exact date on it. But this was where me and Josh, our argument came from. I was unaware he was as mad as he was. Everyone can see what's on the screen, right? Okay. So this is where Josh got mad at me and then would ultimately go on to explode at me later.
So this is where Josh got mad at him. I don't know who Josh is. Does anyone know who Josh is? Anyone in chat, do they know who Josh is? Who is this fabled Josh? Is he a YouTuber? Or perhaps he's a layman? Does anyone know this fabled Josh? Josh's Bobax. Okay.
Is when Josh insinuated that Destiny was a pedophile. Now, the Destiny debate that happened with Josh in the last couple of months, years ago, 2019, okay? 5 years ago, the debate that Destiny had with Boblax, still to this day, ripples through this community, okay?
So what happened here?
Cool. I am still feeling the aftershocks to the earthquake that was that fucking debate.
Destiny.
Okay, because it broke Josh's brain.
This seems to be Reddit. Chat, is this Reddit?
All right, don't ever tell Josh that you think that debate didn't age as well as anybody else did at the time, because that is a major point of contention, okay? So the reason that we had an issue with this, and I'll tell you what I told him, but there was a tweet that went out, Destiny outed as a literal pedophile. If you could see, here, this is Courtney.
Josh,
Courtney is someone we know. I will get to that.
Who the fuck is this Josh guy? Did Blowblacks ask you to make a video on Keem? No, I did that before. No, I don't know Bobax. I have one DM with him, and it says, and I quote, and I'll quote the DM right now. My one DM with him is King of Nothing obese? That's my singular DM with the guy.
Second, and it's Destiny talking about bending Courtney over her little tykes, okay? A random person, I don't know who the fuck Ray is, accuses Destiny of being a pedophile, or of out-of-context joke messages.
And
then Josh pushes that tweet as...
Listen to this. We're getting set up.
Is this why he defended Mr. Girl, despite the fact that he openly and proudly proclaimed his sexual attraction to minors? This is okay, I guess, for idiots, like people who don't know Destiny, to take the screenshot out of context and use it. But it's not okay for Josh, because Josh knows Courtney. We know Courtney. She's, like, around the community, okay?
Who the fuck is Courtney, bro? Okay, I don't care. I don't give a shit about this Destiny stuff. I'm just going to skip on to private DMs.
If this was Tom, it would be over, okay? And we'll talk more about that in a minute, but yeah, this night was not a good night for Josh. So he got into this whole thing with Tom, and then he goes to Alex and he goes, can you please delete the tweets? I'm sorry to ask, I've legit had a mental break. Sorry for the trouble. I know it sounds gay, but I do need a mental refresh. I'm going to touch grass for a week. I'd appreciate it if you could do that for me. They're just goofy tweets. I don't think it's that deep. Alex,
the little tykes joke was the only one I've... What the fuck is that?
No, nobody. I don't think he'll get mad at me saying that. This is a random retard on Twitter. There is absolutely no reason to be individually reaching out to random retards on Twitter.
Is my mother aware I'm a pedophile? No.
Twitter and dumping shit in their DMs, begging them to remove stuff. Literally nobody. This is an inconvenience to nobody. Fellas. This is just you obsessing. This is the gene at play here. They're goofy. I don't think it's that deep. And he's getting obliterated by him, too. I'm doing a favor. I'm asking for a favor, not an opinion. No offense, I swear. I don't tell you to do it anymore. I know it's frustrating. Not a big deal for me. Also, you said...
Asking just because Nick said you and Boblax are friends? Are you fucking serious? Did he actually say that? Hold on a second. Joel 1966. Did he actually say that me and Boblax are friends? What the fuck is he talking about? I've had one DM with Boblax. I can literally show on Twitter my DMs with Boblax. I'm gonna show my DMs with Boblax right now. Where are they? These are my Boblax. These are my DMs with Boblax. This is the entirety of DMs I have with Boblax. Did he legitimately say that I'm friends with Boblax? This is the entirety of DMs I have with Boblax. I'm not friends with anyone in the commentary community. This is literally the entirety of DMs I have with the fucking guy, and these ones were made today. Nicholas Diorio, I'm gonna fucking kill you in real life. That's my message. Where is it?
You'd chill if I'm going through shit. Why? Okay, whatever.
Someone asked if he thought you'd make a video. Well, I won't make a video. If that's what he's asking. I won't make a fucking video on it. Because it's just boring. I don't really care.
I'm asking for an opinion, lol. You can take that attitude, go kick Matt Jarbo's boulders. My tweets are literally screenshots of what you said on Twitter. I don't know why it's bothering you so much.
Actually, we do know if he's dwarf maxing. He says it right there. Oh no, he doesn't. He never replied. You're right. You got my
figure
ass.
it out and fix it before someone meaner than me starts picking up on this shit and it blows into a king of nothing or a tipster level, which it did.
Why are you talking with Dogpack? This is the entirety of my DMs with Dogpack. Where is he? This is the entirety of my DMs with Dogpack, fellas. There you go. This was after my Chris Tyson.
So you
video.
just lied when you said you didn't delete shit. You deleted the shit if I said I was going through.
Am I talking with Keffels? I don't think I have any DMs with Keffels. This is my DMs with Big Joel. What do we think about this? He never responded.
There's some agreement in place here that if Josh tells him, hey, look, I'm retarded and I'm mentally ill, he would just delete all the mean comments. Again, like, this is not the kind of person I want to hang around. All right, I don't want this with anybody. As soon as you tell me I can't start covering certain stuff when you're around is where I get off the ship. All right, that's where I personally exit. And that was one thing that was also a problem with Josh. You just can't do that and expect me to respect you. Why would you respect Alex Gekmo at all? I also said, no offense, you fucking pussy. Oh, okay, cool.
I was friendly? I wasn't even friendly. I asked him if... The only DM I've ever sent Boblax is I asked him if fucking King of Nothing was fat. Is that friendly? I don't know. Is that really friendly? I asked him if King of Nothing was obese. That was my one DM with him.
The context was you said blank, and you were already...
Show the one with the FNAF one. What's the FNAF one? What's the FNAF one? I don't know what the FNAF one is. What is the FNAF one? Thoughts on UFC today? I thought it was inspiring. I thought both competitors did a good job. They showed a lot of heart out there. They showed a lot of skill. These guys have been training for a long time. They showed a lot of heart. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was inspiring.
Getting ass blasted by the rest of the internet. Felt fine deleting my shit. Comparing that. Look at the freaking mirror, bro. You're asking a 1,000 follower Twitter account to take down 3 tweets about shit you said so you can rest easy at night. Is this worse than that situation?
He said he wasn't obese. He said he was buff and Indian or something.
But I really don't.
Apparently, King of Nothing is an Indian.
Have to share details to prove it. All I'm asking for is a favor.
Did they do shin kicks? That's not even a question.
As I said earlier. So this isn't really. I mean, it's not really much. He had an argument the same night he had an argument with me. That was not of the nature mine was. Mine looked a lot more like this. This is a screenshot from it. This was my argument. Again, I have no intent of dropping this tonight, but this was what my argument looks like for comparison. It is Destiny is not cool. He is not my friend.
When is he talking about me?
I hate is a meme.
I'm just gonna fuck. I'm actually gonna transcript my own name. Right now, I'm actually transcripting my own name. What is he talking about me? He doesn't mention me at all. People lied. Dude, we came off the Trump debate for this. I don't understand why.
He's not my friend. Everyone but you knows this. Okay, so this is that was what my argument looked like. So he had a very different one with him. But. Yeah, so again, that was more of the nature of mine. Yeah, so again, like I mean it. This was a friendship-ending argument for anybody else, okay? Literally nobody else can talk to me like that. I'm sorry. He's fucking out of his mind if he thought that was... But...
Type in Bungie because it doesn't pick up your actual username. Bung. Oh shit, he did mention me. Okay. This is the only part I give a fuck about.
Will this affect his views though? Yeah, his views I don't think it will. I think they're too low to get a hit from this. Big Bungie is the best, yeah. I wonder if Big Bungie is pro or anti-Boblax. I know they're friends.
Dude, this guy knows fucking nothing. I'm supposed to take this guy's advice on anything? I'm supposed to take this guy's fucking coverage seriously? He knows that we're friends? Who the fuck told you that, dude? Who fucking told you we're friends? I've talked to him literally once. Dude, come on. What are we playing at right now? He knows we're friends. He doesn't know much.
I wonder if he does like a complete 180 video.
What do you mean a complete? I won't make a video on it, but he knows we're friends. He knows for a fact that we're friends right now.
Save the armadillos. Thank you.
He knows we're friends, dude. That's fucking crazy.
Address your DMs with Epstein.
Smaggle Daggle says he told him we were friends. Smaggle, let me tell you something right now. I'm not friends with literally anyone in the commentary community. I wouldn't describe anyone in the commentary community as my friend. Like, at all. The most DMs I've had of anyone in the commentary community is Manic, the Maniac Mechanic. And I wouldn't even say we were friends. I just say I like him, to be frank. Address your DMs with Epstein. I will address them when the time comes. We're friends, dude. We're good friends.
For at least 5 hours, you'll get it for at least 24 unless I upload it faster. Fingers crossed that Joseph Buckley decides to start.
I would go as far as to say that Boblax is my best friend, to be frank. I never once talked to Too Mad, but if I did talk to Too Mad, I would say we're best friends. You and Glitch are friends. I've talked to Glitch exactly one time. People think I am more friendly with people than I actually am. I've literally talked to Glitch once. I don't even think I have DMs with him.
Streaming,
bro. Can we bring Boblax on stream? Can we bring Boblax on stream already? He's not responding to me.
I would think that would be so sick.
I would go as far as to say that Boblax was my best friend.
I'm going to leave it unlisted when I'm done. How are you so good at pinball FX?
We're friends, dude. Me and Boblax are good friends. Anyway, what does he say for the rest of this fucking video? Dude, I'm not being funny. I'm sorry, people. I'm genuinely sorry. I legitimately... You're best friends with Boogie? Well, me and Boogie are good friends. I'm going to be honest with people. I legitimately do not give a shit about the Boblax stuff. I'm sorry to say, I actually legitimately don't give a fuck. This to me is the most boring shit. It's so fucking boring. I just don't understand why anyone cares. It's like, he made a fucking DM or he recorded someone's fucking
He's mad that he created
something.
The community that, like, I'm dictating to or something. Again, like...
He talked about how Boblax did coke with Dick Masterson. Okay, let's look for that. Oh shit, okay. Now we're getting into... Now this is interesting, okay? Suddenly now this is very interesting.
Membership. Brooke, hey, new membership. I'm actually just blown away. Coke. Okay, we don't know if it's Coke, all right? Fake mental illness, backstabbing. What's going on, Josh? Get it together, girl. Not Miku, thanks for the membership. Was the dumpster girl who smelled like trash the same one who convinced him he was crazy? Maybe. Jaguar, HK, $10. Nick is the new iceberg boy. Jack Walker, 7, $5. Yeah, I'm going to call this Boblax Iceberg Explained. If Josh manifested his autism, it would be a twist. Brooks, A, $5. Somebody call Wendigoon, he'll break the iceberg down.
Weasley, little liar, dude. Thanks for... I've taken the fucking debate away now. People are regretting. That's democracy. This is what we describe as democracy failing.
The 4 months. Boblax did coke with Dick Masterson at VidCon. Holy Lord. Did you not know this? Did I leak that? I thought everyone knew that. Jesus. Darth K plays $2. Okay, I'm late. What the fuck is going on? I'm lost. Swirls, $5. Boblax acting like a combination of Tipster and Boogie here. D-Win, $2. Boblax doesn't speak.
It was earlier in the stream. Oh. You son of a bitch. Here. Why is my screen bugging out? Dude, I'm ending the fucking stream right now.
Because he did fucking... I was hoping he had like a coke addiction. Because he did,
He took away Trump, and now it's over. This is democracy failed, for fuck's sake.
So I'm thinking like maybe he's still doing coke or something. I don't believe that's the case now. But I was hoping he had a coke addiction because it would explain a lot of his weird behavior. But he told me he was 99% sure he was diagnosed with...
Dude, I'm not being funny. I'm fucking ending this stream. The Wi-Fi sucks. The Trump shit, it's fucking gone. The Boblax shit, I don't care.
And to other people,
I'm fucking ending this goddamn stream. Unless we get unless we get fucking Angry Goy 2 working, this stream is fucking done, bro.
He expressed that this disorder might be the answer as to why he's freaked out before in the past. he said that that his behavior here could be excused for it. And he led me to believe for over a month, okay, that he had some disorder. And I thought he had a drug problem. I'm not even going to fucking front it.
So
I thought he had like a coke addiction because he did fucking... I was hoping he had like a coke addiction.
Is he faking his autism, yes or no? We're Smaggle, are you still in chat, Smaggle? Smaggle, I'm just going to fucking bring you onto the stream. Smaggle, send me a friend request. Smaggle, are you still in chat? Just send me a fucking friend request and just fucking explain the fucking bullshit to me. Jesus Christ. I'm not fucking watching this. Smaggle, where are you in chat? Is Smaggle still here? He's fucking chosen now to leave, has he? Where is he? You sent me a friend request on Discord? Okay. Did you? Did he? Oh, he has. Okay, we're calling Smaggle right now. I'm calling Smaggle right now. I'm fucking calling Smaggle right now. How do I swap it to my computer? Is he on? He's on, but I can't. How do I swap it to the PC? Does anyone know? He can hear, right? Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm asking if chat can hear you, though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to actually swap it. I called you on my phone. It was probably a mistake.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay, explain the Boblax thing to me. Whilst I try and figure out how to, They're saying it sounds like shit.
Yeah, whatever. So basically, Boblax, he had like a big mental, he had a mental breakdown in the middle of July. He, something's happened, like one tweet where he tweeted out that Destiny was a pedo. There was one tweet where he tweeted out like non-binaries are great, and then Tom Doc or Techie Tom posted under it play Skibbity or die, and he raged at that. Boblax later became known through a very big meltdown on Nick's Twitter DMs. Like he had this condition. Nick didn't mention what it was, but he had this medical condition, and that he was going to the mental hospital to take care of it, and he ranted about a bunch of other shit.
What was his condition?
I don't even know.
He did fucking coke with Dick Masterson in VidCon, so I'm thinking like maybe...
It's not known. Many people were joking it was like fucking AIDS or BPD or some schizophrenia or some shit.
And he told Nicholas Diorio of his mental condition.
Yes, he told, and then he also showed Nicholas Diorio his like fucking wristband at the hospital. But also, like, he also asked Nick for $2,000 as well for some reason. I don't know why. And then now, so a couple days ago, just wrapping it up. A couple days ago, Boblax came on a Logic stream where this another guy named Queeman popped in. They debated. It was not really anything, but basically what happened after was that Nick called Boblax, and it turned out that Boblax doesn't even know if he has this condition. He was told by a girl, by quote-unquote his girlfriend, that he had this condition.
He was told by his girlfriend that he had
Boogie
AIDS.
all over again. Yes.
His girlfriend.
And he just ran with
sex
that.
with his girlfriend, and then afterwards she said, "I have AIDS." That's what happened.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, I mean, besides that, there's like, I don't know. You don't give a shit about fucking recording people in private and whatever. So it's not like that's one of the main crutches of this entire thing, and I don't think you give a shit about any of that. So
I legitimately don't care about recording people in private. Unless it's personal information.
Waiting,
as in like their address or something.
Yeah, dude. But like, what I've seen in private, I think if the private stuff ever gets released, that is where the fucking money is at. If the private stuff ever gets released, you're probably gonna make a video on him. I'm just saying it.
What's
you're
the
probably
Just
making
tell me
a
what the
video on
private
him.
stuff is now. You may as well.
I can't. Nope.
Come
nope.
on.
I'm sorry. Nope. Sorry. I've been sworn to secrecy. I can't do it. I'll be a cock. I don't care. I can't do it. I'm sorry, dude. If I could, I would. I would love to, but I can't. So yeah, that's basically it.
Who swore you to the secrecy?
The big fat man himself.
Oh shit! This is serious stuff.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, I don't think there's anything else that's public that, like, crazy, except for that fucking Destiny DM. But
you called him a pedophile or something.
Well, not only that, he like raged at Nick during the meltdown, like, I hate Destiny. You know that I hate Destiny. Like in the DMs, like I guess I can give you this. He was like very mad that Nick didn't like. He wasn't like an equal to like Nick or Tom. He was like an inferior, and he wanted to be like someone who can be like trusted, like someone who wanted to be an equal on the same levels. So he was getting very angry at that, and also he was very mad about like not getting enough credit for building the commentary community.
Do we think he felt inferior because of his Down syndrome or whatever the fuck he has? Autism?
Yeah, because of his autism. Yeah. And also because he was like the butt of the joke sometimes. So, yeah.
Jolly good.
It's fucking nuts. Yeah.
Jolly good. Alright.
Alright, yeah, that's it. Go back to the fucking debate, dude. Go back to Donald Trump, dude.
Unless I've messaged Nicholas DiOrio telling me to tell him about the whatever mental retardation he claimed he had.
Base. Alright. I'll see you later, dude.
Let's smaggle everybody. Has he left the call? He's left the call. Has he? That was Smaggle, everybody, explaining the whole situation. We're going back to Donald Trump. We're going back to Donald Trump, everybody. Fucking hell, the Boblex thing. I don't know. Unless more shit comes out about that, I legitimately don't give a shit. We're going back to Trump, everybody.
Over foreign oil.
Back to Trump. Come on. I'm changing the stream title. Back on Trump, everyone. Let's get back on Trump. Smaggle explained it all. Boblex, he faked having fucking super AIDS or whatever the fuck he said. And Nicholas DiOrio is covering up his fucking DMs. Just fucking leak them, man. Just send them to me. Nicholas DiOrio just needs to send every DM he's ever sent to Boblex to me.
Relates to my values. Let me tell you, I grew up a middle-class kid raised by a hardworking mother who worked and saved and was able to buy our first home when I was a teenager. The values I bring to the importance of home ownership, knowing not everybody got handed $400 million on a silver platter and then filed bankruptcy 6 times, is a value that I bring to my work to say we are going to work with the
Me and Boblex are best friends. Boblex we're getting him on the stream right now. Watch this. We're getting Boblex on the stream right now. I DM'd him. Oh! Bro, he's messaged me. Nicholas DiOrio's messaged me. Nicholas DiOrio's messaging me right now about Boblex. This is a big Bungie exclusive right now. Nicholas Diorio messaged me back. He said, he said the fake mental condition, it was BPD. He said Bolax had BPD. He faked having BPD, right? We're getting Bolax on the stream. We're getting Nicholas Diorio on stream right now. We're getting Nick. Dude, I messaged Nicholas Diorio. People said I couldn't do fucking streaming. People said I couldn't do fucking streaming. I've pulled it off. They all said I was a fucking idiot. They said I was a fucking moron. Nicholas Diorio, he DM'd me. He said it was BPD. He said the only reason I'm saying it is because half the people guessed correctly, and he switched up after a month and said he had no idea what it was after the recent Chud Logic stream. Oh shit. I'm about to pass out. I breathe too much. He gave me plenty of updates, but the girlfriend meme, surprisingly, wasn't one of them until very recently. He told Connor that this explained a lot of his previous behavior initially. I pulled it off. They said I was a fucking idiot. You know what they said? They said I was a fucking moron, dude. We're back on Boblax. We're back into the Boblax shit, dude. We're bringing Smaggle back in. We're bringing Smaggle back. We're bringing him back. We're bringing Smaggle back on right now. We're bringing him back on. We're pulling him back. And we're going to tell him, we're going to say, hey, Nicholas Diorio, he said he had BPD the whole time. Nicholas Diorio is coming on stream right now. Actually, he hasn't responded. But we're getting him on. I'm guaranteeing it right now. Nicholas Diorio is coming on stream right now. We're calling Smaggle right now. We're getting them all in. We're getting Smaggle in. We're getting fucking Nicholas, and Smaggle's not picking up. We're getting Nicholas Diorio in right now. We're getting Boblax in right now. We pulled it all off. Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
Jesus Christ. Nicholas what happened now? I DM'd Nicholas Diorio. He said Boblax. He said he had BPD.
Yep.
That's the big story.
BPD Boblax, dude.
We're getting Boblax in. Give me Boblax's username right now. Add him to the call. We're bringing him in. Bring Nicholas Diorio in. Nicholas Diorio said he's not coming on stream. He said he's not coming on. It's all over. I'm disconnected. We said it's all up. No, we're going back in. We're going. He's gone. Fuck this, dude. What the fuck is going on with the Boblax shit, bro? What the fuck is going on, man? They called me a genius, and they were wrong the whole time. Watch this. Nicholas Diorio, I don't know if that's a good idea because I can't give any more information. I don't want to feel like I just assassinated my friend. What should we say to him, chat? Should we just say fucking kill him? Kill the fucking bastard? Fucking skin the bastard? Fucking kill the cunt! Come on! Get the fucking skin the bastard! Go to town, baby! Go to town! Is that what we should say? Or what should we do? Maybe we should pull it back. Maybe we should pull it back a little bit. Let's just go back to the Trump thing. Come on, let's just go to the Trump. Let's just go back to. We're gonna fucking kill this guy, Boblax. I'm gonna bring him on stream. We're gonna kill him publicly. We're gonna call him the N-word. We're gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'm back. He's coming in! He's fucking coming in! We're pulling it off!
I feel like I'm getting invited on like the Eric Andre show right now, and you're gonna break a desk in front of me. Are you muted? Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
So what's going on with this Boblex thing, man? Like, seriously.
Did you see any of the stream for context, or are you kind of coming in completely raw? You getting raw dogged here?
I have seen none of the stream.
All right, I was in the middle of editing it, so now everyone's going to see it slower. But anywho, so Josh had like a schizo breakdown like a month. By the way, aren't you like cool with Josh?
I have sent him exactly 2 DMs. One of which was today.
Ever?
Yes.
I thought you were friends with him. So you're like Smaggle's really a big Bungie guy.
He's a big fan.
Okay.
He's in chat, I think.
Yes. He's like your biggest advocate. And look, he always tells me to watch your shit, and I'd love to watch your shit, but I always feel like my account's going to explode at the end of the stream.
That's probably accurate.
Like, nothing against you in particular. I just feel like I can't watch it without dying.
I understand.
Anyway, yeah, Josh had like a mental breakdown in like around like July 15th. I always reference that because that's the day that FouseyTube was going to do his big event, like the Hate Dies, Love Arrives. And I think he was infected. He had like 2 small minor interactions on Twitter. One of them was where he insinuated Destiny was a pedophile because of DMs that he sent to Courtney, like a mutual friend of ours.
So who's Courtney?
Courtney is like the weird big titty goth girl, random e-girl that Michael Alberto was fighting with last year.
Yes, I know none of this. Continue.
She's like a orbiter. We know her. I guess like Destiny said he was going to bend her over the hood of her little tykes. For a person like you who doesn't know anything, I can totally understand why you would think that's fucked. But it's obviously like we know these people, both of them, so it's not really like you can't accidentally land on this. And he's like he's adding stuff about Mr. Girl because he had a whole beef with him back then. The other one is he tweeted non-binary people are valid, and then Tom wrote like thanks Josh for the
I saw that.
Yeah, that one. And then Josh freaked out, and Tom wrote praise Skibidi or die, and he did not praise Skibidi.
He didn't praise Skibidi? What did he praise?
Satan.
Oh shit. Well, I disavow that.
So that led to like a super crazy schizo breakdown of like 800 uninterrupted DMs full of like I think I posted one of them if you want just to I posted one just to kind of show the nature of it. This is like the whole conversation here. Nobody's ever talked to me like this before, but like Josh is kind of crazy, so I didn't really know how to navigate. Like he was just this is I've never had interactions with Josh that were this absurd before, so I thought like clearly he must be mentally ill.
Destiny is not cool. He is not my friend. I hate him. Okay. I understand.
Yeah, so I thought like something seriously must be wrong, and at the end of it, like the next day, because he comes to his senses, like for a minute, right? And he's like, hey, I was acting like out of fucking left field. I'm going nuts right now. And then he later sends me the Alex Gekmo stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, so he's still nuts. But like a couple days later, he lets me know, hey, my whole day I spent at the hospital. He sends me a hospital wristband. He says that he's 99% sure he has BPD, and that he's taking an immediate break, and it's cured his hatred for Tommy C that he's had for 5+ years, and he's being medicated now. And this is all happening like within the span of 48 hours. It was way too good to be true, but there's other stuff that was happening simultaneously. In my defense, that wasn't the only thing he was telling me, but this is like the most important one because he started asking for money.
Oh, too, how much money
because
was
he was taking a break. 2,000 Canadian dollars to help pay his mortgage this month.
How much is that in American dollars?
It's got to be like 1,500 or something. I don't know the exact conversion. It's less here.
That's quite a lot of money.
Yeah, it's still a lot, but the issue I had is he was still active on and he's telling me he's on break, but the only thing he was on break from was Twitter Versus. Literally the easiest job in the entire world.
This stream is, to give you total honesty, this stream is totally fucked. The Wi-Fi is always cutting out. There's at least 2 parts, at most 3.
Oh, fuck. Did you die again?
No,
I think you died again.
I'm here.
Okay. In a lot of ways, it kind of emulates Josh's mental state.
Yeah. This is almost sort of metaphorical or kind of literary art piece describing his mental state at the current moment. Hello? Still there?
Yeah, I hear you. Don't worry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, I had an interview with Willie Mack show, and it was horrific. And he said, I'm sure you're fucking with me.
You got a lot of energy. I didn't even know I was fucking on stream in the DMs, and I clicked on it, and you're like,
oh, shit.
I don't know. It was great.
Well, I'll be frank with you. I may or may not be massively drunk right now. And I'm holding back.
That's the only way to do it.
I'm holding back.
You're hiding your power level?
Before you came onto the stream, I was actually screaming into the microphone. And I'm deeply holding. It's like holding demons back, holding shadows back, holding monsters inside of my skin.
Dude, the BPD demons are trying to escape.
That is very much true. So continue with this Boblack story.
My new computer, I was setting up my whole system here. I was getting the new mic set up, and he's sending me like 40 messages in a row without response, like 80 messages in a row without response. And I'm like putting fucking stupid gay bisexual lighting on the back of my refrigerator. So I sent him a picture. I'm like, dude, I didn't read any of this. I'm sorry. Can you just like, can you give me like a minute to like catch up on what's happening here? And he's like, I think you should read it all now. I think you should you should fucking prepare a response. He wanted me like make an ISIS beheading video where I sat there and recorded myself speaking into the camera to apologize to him for not liking his non-binary people are valid tweet.
Okay. What was the logic behind him making the non-binary tweet? Is he non-binary?
Well, I think he said this about his sisters, right? Like his sisters are something. I don't know. I don't know what the whole deal is.
Both of his sisters
Josh comes from a very progressive family. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is he said that one of them was like abused on stream abruptly and then fought with Mr. Girl about it. This is all I know. I don't want to know anything about Josh's family. Josh just keeps saying stuff. I have no idea. But like, I understand Josh wants to have a very progressive channel. All I was trying to say is if you like, you're going to think this is gay, but whatever. If you want people to think that you're progressive and that you care about these issues, just, I don't know, use the correct pronouns in videos. You don't have to be like, hey guys, Xander Hall here. Can we get a trans rights at the end of the conversation? Like, you just sound like a fucking loser.
I'm going to be honest, I never do that.
Yeah.
I never use the correct pronoun.
You've never asked me to say trans rights at the end of our conversation? But again, that's fine. You don't want what Josh wants, you know? Josh wants to be friends with everybody. Josh wants everybody to feel safe in his community, and he wants to open himself up to the most amount of people possible. And I think he generally believes that stuff. It's just, that's not how any of that works, I guess, and it was just a cringe tweet that anyone would have made fun of.
Does he want to be friends with me?
I thought so. I don't know. He's talked about you positively in the past.
That's pretty cool. I've talked to him once, and I initiated the DMs, and it was me asking if King of Nothing is obese, and that was the one DM I sent him, and I think it was on stream as well.
Dude, I got totally fucked because I had like a normal fight with Josh about like this King of Nothing stuff, and then the Alex Gekmo gamer dude just started dumping everything he had on him. They like released the Kraken all at once, and it became like a whole fuck Josh parade. But I didn't know any of that was going to happen.
Is Alex Gekmo associated with the Smaggle, the Salvo community?
Maybe? I don't know. He's the guy who set off Tipster to send Tipster into the gulag. He historically is like the last guy who says something before somebody has a complete and total mental breakdown.
Ah, I see.
Like, so, why he was messaging this guy, like asking him to delete tweets on his account that has 1,000 followers. Like, it's the gene.
The lolcow gene.
Yeah.
As a personal lolcow studier, as far as I can tell, a lot of lolcows seem to think that they're one Twitter ratio away from achieving total success. Would you concur with this?
It's like gambling. Yeah, it's literally gambling. It's social gambling. Dude, 100% of lolcows stop just before they, like, show everybody they're normal, you know?
Yeah. What do you think about the he recorded? I know he recorded a lyrics call. I haven't listened to it. Bear in mind. So, what was you think his logic or his mentality?
I know his logic. I watched. We all saw this happening, and we let it happen because he leaked it to Smaggle first and foremost, which is not only just like retarded Smaggle, it's retarded Lyric's co-host, right? So he gives this call to Smaggle, and then Smaggle shows it to the Toastify guy who is on the Lyrics call. So now both of Lyrics' co-hosts have the call, and he asks his other friends, Xylee and them, what to do with it, and they all told him, do not release it. But they hadn't even heard it yet. I'd heard it now, and I knew that Josh is delusional, and this was my biggest problem with it, is that it's 50 minutes where Josh sounds like a whiny bitch, and he sounds manipulative, and he's failing to do it successfully. And I had no idea what Josh saw about this leaked call that he thought would be to his advantage to show to the public. It just makes Lyrics look more... it makes him look like more of a person that you can get behind and be like, oh, he totally got fucked here.
Yeah.
And Josh told us that Lyrics was being fucking mean to him, so he started recording. But I guess he didn't count on the fact that he was going to leak the call immediately. And then when he did that, we could hear the phone ringing in the beginning, knowing that he just recorded this before they even started talking. So he just straight up lied about that, too. So we were all like, all right, what do we do about this? We told Lyrics it was going to happen. I think Connor might have did that. And they all said, all right, we're going to wait a week. But Josh had already announced the stream within 4 hours and went forward with it after he told all his friends he wasn't going to release it. So this is a person you can't help. This is a person who's not listening to any of his friends giving him good advice. He's got confirmation bias, and he probably found one person who said, yeah, dude, you sound great here, and then he just blew up his career over it.
So I know that I forgot what I was saying. Oh no, I know he had a call with, am I talking too loud? He had a call with Queeman, right?
Yes.
And he talked about like mental issues. And I'm not going to ask you to tell you what those or to ask you what those mental issues are. Whatever the fuck.
He didn't say mental issues. He said family. Yeah.
I'm gonna play a game of hot and cold with that.
I can't tell you. All I can say is after we explained the Destiny like pedophile allegation tweet, he went, "Can I tell you what happened in my childhood?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" No. I guess you can, but like it's not gonna like. I just said I think you're okay. Stop. And then he explained the whole thing, and then I was just like, damn, dude, that sucks. I don't know what to do here. I'm not really sure where to go from here.
Fathers or uncles?
I don't think he wasn't molested.
Oh, okay, I see. His sister was, though, I presume.
No, nothing about what he said was molestation or anything like that.
Okay.
Nothing.
He's just complaining about nothing then, isn't he, really?
Well, I don't want to spread any misinformation, so I want to be very clear about that. That's not the case.
Touch him, and he will not like it.
But,
Dark Clarice is coming.
I don't know. There's a whole lot of aspects to this thing, and it's just fucking.
So this meant this like personal issue, which is this like recent, or has it been in a factor the whole time in his career, and it's just for some reason come back up now, and that's why.
Which personal issue?
Well, the non-molestation,
family thing?
The non-molestation.
I have no idea why this came up at all. It did not make sense. I guess he's just he woke up one day and he's like, holy shit, and then he told me about it. I don't have any idea why this came up.
And that's what's caused him to go crazy over the lyrics, or
I don't think it's that. I think it's a combination of things, but at first I thought it was the BPD, and then it wasn't the BPD. So now I have no idea.
He never had BPD.
Well, he sent me a screenshot the other day that says mania can be between 3 and 6 months, so September was too early to come back. And it wasn't like a website where you can net deck what you have. It was literally just the Google search result for mania that appears before you click into a website. So I think he's just fucking shooting from the hip here on this.
So he's just gone crazy for no reason, and he's trying to come up with an explanation for why he's gone insane.
Yeah, because I can't say it enough. He was never like this. He always had his quirks, and he always did stupid stuff periodically, but this guy's in a fucking Walter White fugue state, naked in a fucking supermarket.
Yeah, but the thing about that is that Walter White was actually never in a fugue state. He was just pretending. So you
exactly.
Pretending to be in a fugue state?
Tommy thinks that, Tommy goes, Nick, all right, sometimes something happens when a 27-year-old man realizes he can't breed. Now, you might not think that you don't want kids or you don't need kids, but when the fucking animalistic urges of the brain activate, right, you could find yourself in a position where just men go crazy. They just lose all control. It's like, if you hear schizophrenia comes in around the late 20s or something and get diagnosed between the late 20s and the 30s. I'm thinking this is the reason. And I was just I was sitting there in awe as Tommy says this to me, and I'm like, this is schizophrenic. But I mean, maybe that's the point.
Do you think it's because he's been doing the do you think it's because he's been doing the tipster streams and he's starting to think he's like a god from bullying?
I think he's been doing the tipster streams, and I think he's been highlighting things that he doesn't like about himself.
In regards
I think he's been using that. Yeah, I think he's been looking at tipster and finding characteristics that he has. And he's been bullying other people. I hate bullying. Isn't that so cringe? I'm doing a bully stream, guys. Push his glasses closer to face.
Jiggy A-Log's tipster.
Yeah. No, but if it was A-Log, I would respect it more. Just, guys, I'm going to do a Lyric's bully stream where I play his stream uninterrupted for an hour and a half. I haven't watched the
bully stream. Does he just play?
Nothing. No, he doesn't call him a pedophile. He doesn't call him a pedophile. He doesn't pull up any... No, it's literally just...
Hey guys, today I'm talking in my Twitterverse's voice and lyrics took me out of context. Here's a 45-minute clip.
And he just didn't say anything.
Boblax has different voices when he does different content.
You ever watch a Twitterverse's video where it sounds like he's gripping you by the head and he's pulling you close and he's raping you in the ear with a tweet?
Yeah, kind of
Today what we're going to be talking about, guys.
Yeah. It's like the picture of the guy grabbing the girl and talking in her ear.
Okay. Thanks very much, man. Hey, Chad, do you have any questions about the Boblax thing? Just in case Nicholas Diorio can answer them whilst he's here. I feel like my brain is... Someone's poured a acidic, a pH 100 liquid onto it.
Yeah, I felt like I had to kind of clarify it because I didn't think anyone was doing a good job. I think if you look at it as Josh got executed because he leaked a phone call, that's kind of stupid, but I think that was what a lot of people were thinking happened. I don't give a fuck if he leaked Lyric's call. I give a fuck that something broke in his brain that he thought he looked good at it, and I don't understand what happened.
What do you think it is that he think? Do you think he's just doing? Do you think he workshopped the call around people for validation? Because personally,
yeah, I think he thought so.
I wouldn't workshop it around. I would just leak it if I thought it was good.
Yeah, again, this guy says he's not mentally stable enough to get in a call, but he's making huge drama decisions that are going to affect the future of his channel. I'm not really sure I mean, he there's something wrong with him. There definitely is. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up getting diagnosed with BPD or something down the stretch, but I don't know how any of this stuff works. A big one for me is that, like, I don't think you go to a hospital to get diagnosed for that.
You don't go to a hospital to get diagnosed? You go to, like, a psychologist?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not even how that works.
Well, I don't know.
And again, I don't think normal people would just send me a picture of their bank account to show me how much there's, like, in the checking and the fucking credit card.
Wait, he sent you a bank account screenshot for him going to a hospital?
He sent me a screenshot. No, this was about the mortgage payment. He just sent me, I'm actually good now, and he, like, sent me a screenshot of his bank account. I don't know what's happening, bro.
Does he live in a house or an apartment?
I think he just got a new house.
Where's his address? You don't have to answer.
53 something Negro Arroyo Lane in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I've got Walter White in chat right now, the real one. And he says, "Is Bo Black's finally disowned?"
I mean, I personally am probably not gonna chill with him. I don't know.
Oh shit.
I would need, like, a solid explanation as to why he wrote me, like, 800 messages threatening me and asking for an ISIS beheading video where I apologize for a non-binary tweet. I think that's fair.
Is that what he said about the? What did you say about the non-binary?
I said I think Tom is right.
And he sent you, like, I know you're over exaggerating when you say 800 messages, but he sent you an unrealistic.
No, I am not.
You've counted, and he said 800.
No, there's not 800. There might be 800. There legitimately might be. I haven't counted directly, but someone just texted me. Is this the same photo you got?
Why was he so pent up about the fucking binary tweet?
Oh my god! Someone else just sent me the picture of Bo Black's in the hospital, and I didn't send that picture around. Oh god!
What was he in the hospital for?
No, the hospital screenshot with the BPD diagnosis. Somebody else just sent that to me.
Oh shit!
With, like, a different caption, like, it's not my idea.
Why was he so pent up about the non-binary tweet?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's because I think someone in his family is.
His dad is non-binary. His dad's non-binary.
I don't know. I thought one of his sisters was or something. I don't know.
One of his sisters is transgender.
Is that the case?
I've no fucking idea. I've just said it at random.
I don't know. I think he's talked about this, but I think it's someone in his family. I don't know specifically.
What would Bo Black's have to tell you? Like, in your mind, what would Bo Black's excuse be that you would be like, okay, fair dues?
I would have a coke addiction.
You think Bo Black's is addicted to weed?
Well, no, he did coke at Dick Masterson's house.
Oh shit!
I was speculating that it was really coke. Like, that's why he's asking for money. That's why he's, like, having these crazy mood swings. He's in Canada. He can't get it. He started doing coke at VidCon again. I had this whole psychotic story in my head where I'm like, this makes total sense. Okay, perfect. He just needs to go to rehab and it'll be normal again. And then I was like, oh, no, it's not.
What do you think about Dick Masterson specifically, though? What do you think about Dick?
Wait,
I know it's not about Bo Black's, but what do you think about Dick Masterson?
I don't know a lot about Dick. I went on his show once or twice. I think he's funny on some of the Ralph stuff. I thought the new Project 2 memes were funny. He's friends with Vito, which is kind of weird. Dick always makes some really weird, like, whenever there's a really weird story, Dick, like, goes full bore and, like, defends it sometimes. But again, I don't watch enough. Yeah, Ricada. Ricada with the Coke bullet kids testing positive. That's a whole shit show too.
Yeah, that Ricada shit's fucked. I don't know much about Dick Masterson beyond what Kino Casino says, to be frank.
Dude, it's crazy how good Kino Casino is. Because, like, both PPP and Andy were, like, totally fucked. And then they just created a channel together. And now it's, like, insanely good content.
Yeah. I mean, I like Kino Casino. I like their Anissa Joma coverage.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I like a lot of the A-logs for that show are the only reason I see clips of Anissa pop up on my feed.
Now I'm a full-on Anissa Joma A-logger. I check the Kiwi Farms thread every week just to see if anything new comes up.
Good. Somebody needs to be doing the work. All right, listen, we wouldn't know what iDubbbz thinks anymore if we didn't read the Anissa Joma Kiwi thread.
What do you think?
He sold all of his Tesla stock, bro.
Oh yeah, he sold all his Tesla stock because Anissa Joma doesn't like Elon Musk.
Oh man, what was your other question that you were going to
ask? What was it? I can't remember. Oh, no, I actually legitimately can't remember, but I'm gonna. I legitimately cannot remember, even though it's something I just said 2 seconds ago. But I'm gonna give you a new question. What do you think? It could be the same question actually. What do you think Boblax is gonna do, like going forward into the future, considering like everyone fucking hates him now or thinks he's like a weird spurg? Do you think he's gonna like repair himself, or do you think he's gonna do tipster Resident Evil? In his case, it would be like Pikmin videos.
I don't know. I'd like to think he'd just shut the fuck up and make Twitter verses and stop trying to be an internet celebrity. Because he's like quitting his main show, his main form of income, because he is kind of pissed off that nobody cares what he has to say on like various topics, and nobody really gives a shit what Josh's opinions are on anything. So he's like forcing that down people's throats. Realistically, if he just shut up and made Twitter versus Mr. Beast, I don't think anyone would care. It would go fine, right? What he's probably going to do is make like 3 apology streams of some capacity. Potentially even try to push back, which would not be a smart decision. No. And I think that he's going to try to transition into gaming. But like, I don't know, what he was doing to Tipster, like Queeman and them they're gonna follow him around.
Yeah, Queeman's an absolute fucking demon, and I know he's actually a fan of me. Interestingly enough, I've never actually talked to him though. I quite like him.
Yeah, he's cool. I think he's a little relentless, but I think he makes.
He's a fucking monster.
He's definitely. No, but he's cool. I guess. What do you kind of make of this whole... Now I'm going to ask you a question. Why do all my friends blow themselves up annually, one at a time, for the last 5 years? What do you think's happening there?
Everyone in commentary has their like breaking point. Everyone in commentary has a series of moral standards they hold themselves to that are beyond just entertainment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they end up fucking themselves. Because they try and hold themselves to these standards. On top of that, a lot of the people who end up fucking themselves are like desperate to defend themselves because they try and hold themselves to the moral standards that they set for other people, funnily enough. And they end up fucking themselves. I mean, in the case of Boblax, as far as I can tell, the reason he sort of fucked himself over is he's trying to like constantly explain, specifically the stuff with Augie on that stream where he was striking down a bunch of people, you know?
Oh, that was me. The one I made him cry in?
Yeah. He keeps trying to explain the moral... Or
yeah, he did like a 2-year retrospective on that. He wanted to do like a... why? Why would you go back to it?
Okay. I was saying basically, when people fuck up on YouTube, the tactic is just to err as human, move on, never talk about it ever again. If ever anyone brings it up, just ignore it. You know? Never focus on your own fuck up.
Well, I think that there's a certain amount of... I think Josh is like the last one of the people who are doing this for anything other... Like, I think that what Tom does, and he's trying to make money now, people call him a sellout and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think that keeps people in check. I think if you have like a certain amount of money you're trying to make every single month and you're focusing on that specifically, I don't think you have time to be like disabled. I think you have something to lose. I think there's a lot of people who... They don't have a common goal. Yeah, they want to be famous. I don't want to be around people who want to be famous anymore. I want to be around people who want to be like sufficient.
You want to be an android on YouTube, like Turkey Tom.
I think you don't have to be like it. You don't have to go that far and have people write your videos and stuff. Again, I don't really care about any of that shit anymore. But you just kind of have to have a common goal. I prefer people who have jobs now and don't do this full time too. It's just like those people have something to lose. The other guys, like if you feel like you can take, like if you're in Josh's position, right, and you could just take a month off and ask people for mortgage money or something like that, and that's not like the number one thing you think you should be. Like if you're taking a break and it's from your content and it's not from the social aspect of it, that's somebody who's not trying to be successful, who doesn't have his priorities in order, who's like going to break down like this. That's how I view it, I guess.
I understand what you mean. my logic is always, I'm trying to do shit that's funny.
You're a different kind of content creator.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. What's your like? I know you don't really make videos that often, but what's your mentality with content creation specifically?
I like to just get online and yell like an idiot and talk shit and read rape messages in a Carl Weezer voice.
You know what?
I'm just having a lot of fun with it right now.
That's probably the best mentality you can have.
Like, I mean, I kind of got a little tired of crossing my arms in a PNG and writing an essay at people I don't like.
Yeah.
But I think there's still value in it, and I have fun making those sometimes. It's just like, it takes a lot of energy to do that, and then, like, you know, I work 40 hours a week, right? Mm-hmm. I could be producing 5 streams per week and then posting all the clips and, like, putting out infinitely more content, or I could just sit down there and waste time writing a script and posting 3 things per year.
Do you write scripts in work, or do you not do that?
No. I'm usually sitting at my desk in my room and I type them in I swear to God, I write these hour-long videos in my iPhone Notes app.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Except it's on Google Docs.
Everyone tells me I'm crazy for that. Yeah, Google Docs is one thing, like typing on a computer, but I'm fucking finger typing.
I don't do it on a computer.
I'm like, you are a bad person with my thumbs. I don't know. Yeah. All right. I gotta finish editing this thing.
Do you have any? What are you editing? A stream?
I'm cutting the stream down, removing dead air, cutting out donation sounds, trying to get it up as quickly as possible because everyone's raping the unlisted link that has copyrighted music in it. So
yeah. That shit happens to me all the fucking time because I keep showing this video of an orangutan.
Oh, really? What does the orangutan do?
He's just driving a little golf cart around a zoo, and then it has the Sopranos theme on the background.
Oh, okay. That's not where I thought that was going to go.
And everyone likes it. And I say, you know what? This orangutan, he has such a kind face, I'm going to make him the outro to the stream. And then every single time it gets clapped. These guys fucking hate fun. Anyway, bye-bye.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you. Good. I feel like it was a good conversation. Even though I'm barely functional.
I want to cover more of your shit. I just feel like I'm going to get blown up every time by YouTube. Look, I'm rooting for you, bro.
Thanks. That's great. Thanks very much.
All right, you have a great day. Peace out.
What a wonderful guy, eh? What a nice guy. They all said I was a fucking idiot! Should Logic's gonna watch this tomorrow, and they said I was a fucking moron! They said I was a fucking idiot! You know, that whole time, dude, I was fighting not to just fucking scream. I'm fucked up on drugs. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pints. I've had 8 pints of alcohol, dude. I'm counting them right now. 8 pints of alcohol. I was fighting not to fucking scream out in rage and terror. And I've still got another 2 to go. I've still got another 2 in the fridge. They all call me a fucking idiot. I have to end the stream, dude. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up, bro. It's all over for me. I'm fucked up. I almost fell off the chair. I was fighting. I have like 2 modes. I have drunk mode, which I'm in now, and I have fucking normal functional human mode. And they said I was a fucking idiot. They said I can never get content out of this stream. I had a comment last time. He said, "Never. You can't do streams. You're a video man." They called me a fucking moron. Now we're watching the Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero trailer. Yeah. Let's go, bros. Dude, I actually need to calm down though, seriously.
My name isn't Kakarot.
His name isn't Kakarot, bro. His name is Goku, and he's a Saiyan from Earth.
My size has nothing to do with this. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
This is the best stream I've ever done, and we're getting Bowax in right now to explain his side. Watch this. I'm a fucking genius. They said I could. They said I couldn't do it, dude. They said. He hasn't messaged me back. I can't even feel my body. I actually legitimately can't even feel my body. It's over. I can't even feel my body. Unironically. We're going for another 700 hours. Why are people saying F? Why are people saying F? I actually, unironically, my entire body is numb. My entire body is numb. I can't feel anything anymore. Look, I smashed my hands on this table. I can't feel anything. It's all over for me. I can't feel a thing. It feels like I'm an immortal genius.
Scum! Before you die, I'll show you the difference
between the Elden Ring
and the primitive power of the sages.
Dude, I can't even feel my feet. My feet are gone.
No,
my feet are gone. I can't feel anything. It's over.
And scatter your remains to the stars. You won't get away with this, baby.
Dude, I can't do anything.
With the power I gained from Boo,
I'm done.
I will take you down.
Look at it. Oh, they got GT in the game. They got GT Baby Vegeta. They got him in the game. Super Saiyan 4.
I'm feeling pretty strong right now. Sorry to tell you this, but there's too much of a power gap between you and me.
Hey, you know what? It's a working day tomorrow, boys. It's a working day tomorrow. Oh, fuck.
The universe.
I can taste you.
I should do all of my streams like this.
I can feel the terror that this bridal body exists. Times 10.
Bantu Warrior King says you should kill Lorax in real life. We're gonna do it right now.
Your punishment for abusing the Dragon Balls will be extinction. I stand above all other Shadow Dragons as the mighty One Star.
We get Short Logic on the stream right now. Look, I feel like I could do fucking anything. I feel like fucking anything. I feel like I can do fucking anything. I feel like I could go to London right now and kill the Prime Minister of Great Britain. Keir Starmer, he's fucking dead. I'm gonna take a fucking machete to his face. He's fucking finished.
Let's fuse, Kakarot.
Get Chud in here right now, bro.
I can feel it.
I'm getting Chud Logic in here right now. Watch this. We're getting Chud Logic in here. We're getting I'm fucking calling up Chud Logic right now. I'm messaging Chud Logic. How do I message him? How do I do this? Hello? I'm gonna call Lyrics right now. I'm calling Lyrics right now. I can do it. Watch this. Actually, I won't. I hate that guy. Call Salvo. We're calling Salvo right now. Where is he? I have him in DMs. Lyrics out context just said I was right the whole time. Emma Kirius, he's fucking with me right now. I'm losing my brain. How does this work? Call Frankenstein. What's his new account? Salvo. Salvo Pancake. We're calling him right now. Watch this. I'm messaging him right now. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Everything. We're bringing him on stream. We've got Salvo coming on. We've got Too Mad coming on. We've got Joe Biden coming in, bro. Joe Biden's coming in. I actually have 2 more drinky pops to go through here. And, you know, this is my peak. This is really my peak. We're calling in Salvo. Let's see if he calls
against the universe.
Really though, my size has nothing to do with this. I'm stronger than I've ever been. Grandpa, you totally forgot about me, didn't you?
Hello.
Garu, help me out.
the perfect body to exact my revenge.
Fight between men, huh? That's what's going on.
Sent him a DM saying you got an hour till my
Die, scum! Before you die, I'll show you the
This stream is the best. But I was so hyped because they got GT in the game. People didn't think GT was going to be in. The thing is, people never thought GT was going to be in the game. And he was. He said he wasn't going to be in. These people were foolish, quite frankly. And I said I always had hope that GT was going to be in Sparking Zero. And you know what? When this comes out, I'm going to be exactly. Spikes, Master. Everyone thought GT would be DLC. This is true.
You better be ready.
And I knew it was going to be real.
Right now.
Waiting for Salvo to call.
But there's too much of a power gap between
He hasn't called. Salvo's going to call. If we get Salvo on the stream, this is going to be the best stream.
I can feel the terror that is right.
Good driving stream? I don't have a car. Church says he needs a few. How do I message Shirlogic? How do I message Shirlogic?
Who else is getting oiled up right now?
Yo, Ben, thanks for the $1.99. Hello? Chud is in the
Where's
chat.
Super 17?
Yo, Chud, where is
the
he?
ultimate android? Trash Game 010.
The thing about Super 17 is they didn't put him in the game. You can add me on Chud, on Discord. It's Chud Logic. We're adding him in fuck! We're adding him. I can't speak. We're adding him. God, fuck! It's so infuriating, man. We're adding him on Discord right now. How do I do that though? I actually had. Oh, I figured it out. Dude, I actually can't talk. What the fuck? I can go downstairs. Oh no, I've drank it all. I've got nothing left. It's downhill from here. I've spelled it. Fuck me, dude. What the fuck is going on with me right now? I can't. Hello? It's what's he saying? No, sorry. I thought I said. Boy, Bobax is in chat. Fuck me, dude. What the fuck is going on, man? Hey, Bobax, can we bring Chud Logic in? Dude, I actually can't speak. What the fuck? How do I dude, how do I send him a fucking a friend request? I think I done it. We got Boblox in chat. Boblox in chat. Boblox says he wants to call in. I think it's over for me actually. I think I'm far gone. Go to sleep. Fuck! Show Logic says he's ready. I actually can't. I genuinely am fucked. I'm calling Show Logic. I'm calling Show Logic. Dude, I think it's actually kicking in. To be honest, I think the alcohol didn't affect me before, and now it's seemingly affecting me a lot more. Hello?
Hello, mate. How's it going?
How's it going? It's going all right.
Long time fan, first time caller.
Yeah, same for me as well. Yeah.
There we go. See, I've got to be honest, mate. I've been listening to your stream. You sound pretty drunk.
I'm not.
What's going on?
Well, the thing is, every time I go on stream, I buy like at least a 6-pack, right? Just to get the juices flowing, you know. And this time I decided to buy 2, and I've gone through it all, and now it's pretty much over for me, and my brain is fried.
Okay, mate. Yeah, some people came across, said you wanted to talk. I'm assuming about the Bo Black stuff. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. I mean, yeah, obviously, I don't know if you know much about me and Boblax. I've been fairly neutral towards him. I've always had a few suspicions that he's a bit of like a autistic dude, but because he's Nick's mate, I've kind of been like, okay, whatever. I've criticised him before, but never really made that much content about him, really. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is all kind of product of Nick being a good friend to him and letting things slide, but quite clearly he is like a giga autist. That's my kind of take on it, really.
Do you think he has BP?
Like he breathes? Do you know what I mean? It's like throughout the way he was interacting with certain people, it's like a little lie slips out here, a little lie slips out there.
He
and to me, that's
lies. Is what you're saying,
dude. That's such a lovely way of putting it. Yeah,
exactly. How could a drunk man say that? That proves for a fact that it's not true.
You've got to put a drunkenness to pure insight. Actually, I think is what's going on here. Yes, he exhales lies. That's a good way of putting it.
Boblax said he's going to call me. Is this accurate? I don't know why I'm asking you.
I doubt that's the real Boblax. Boblax has got like an approved account.
Oh, fuck. Hey,
I mean, look, if you want
to... Is that true? Fake Boblax? Says he's going to call me? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to add them, that's fine. But I doubt it's actually Boblax.
In the chat. I don't know. He hasn't messaged me.
Yeah, I mean... No, it's up to... I mean, if you want to add them, that's your prerogative. But I'm presuming they're probably a fake account. Yeah, I mean... I don't know, like, often there's people that fake being creators. And then they'll call in and...
Yeah, that happened with Keemstar. The exact thing happened with Keemstar. What do you think about Boblax's BPD? Do you think he actually has bipolar disorder? Or do you think this is fake? Except, which is what Nicholas Diorio said it was fake. Actually, I'm saying that.
Well, we probably got similar takes about the self-diagnosis thing. I think, you can have like the symptoms of something maybe, but it's not diagnosed, so I wouldn't say you've got it. It's tough to say. He's mentally ill in some way.
He's autistic.
That's confirmed, right?
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, I think there's a possibility. It's difficult to say. Yeah, the way he's acting, it could well be. But then the problem becomes, it's like, even if he does have it, his behavior can't be excused with it, right? He's got to control it and whatnot, He
has to control his bipolar disorder.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, listen, mate, this is a wife. I'm pretty sure very drunk. Am I giving you any insight, though? I don't know. I feel like it's like kind of, am I giving you any unique insights here?
No, to be honest.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm happy to, engage and answer anything you've got in regards to this. I did mention you to Keemstar the other day, though. Don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't. What did you say about Keemstar?
Well, basically, Keemstar came on and he was kind of just railing on Boblax. And then no, he was just like, talking shit about him because they've got this little beef between them, right?
Yeah. Because he called him a cuck, and Keemstar went on a rampage about that.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, the thing that's kind of interesting, I guess, is like when Keemstar comes on, I try and throw something in there to get a bit of disagreement going, And I mentioned, I kind of took a bit of a shot from the hip, and I said that he called Call Me Carson a pedophile. Apparently, he didn't, and we talked about that a bit.
Well, that's debatable because he put out a story, and even in my
how many booster shots he has,
and even in my what am I saying? Even in my
in your video?
No. Even in my fucked up brain space, even I know. Oh. He says he didn't call him a pedophile. I mean, he put out a video saying, the interview made it very clear that Call Me Carson was being accused of interacting with minors sexually. So him saying he didn't technically call him a pedophile is him saying, I didn't technically call him a pedophile, which is not which is not accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And clearly, I don't know the law of you well enough. Like, what about this Bigbunjeeeee video? Should I go and watch that?
Yeah,
and see what that says about you. And this is where maybe you can help me, because he said that he didn't know who you are. He was like, "Who's that guy?"
He does know who I am. As far as I can tell, he was told by a guy on Lolcow who called in, who specifically mentioned me, and then he kind of got mad because I called the video. I don't know if he's actually seen the video, but I called the video. What was it called? How Keemstar fell off or some shit. He doesn't like people saying he's fallen off.
Mm.
So that was why. I don't know if he's actually seen the video. In my opinion, he 100% knew. This is just my opinion. He 100% knew that Call Me Carson was interacting with a girl that, based on the age dynamic, which was 17 and 19, isn't really pedophilia. Because according to a Noah Samson stream, Noah Samson, who was one of the guys in the interview about Call Me Carson, told Keemstar that the girl was 17 years old. Or 16 years old. And Call Me Carson at the time was 19. So, based on that, I'm assuming that Keemstar almost certainly knew that the age dynamic was 19 and either 16 or 17, which he himself has said neither of which are pedophilia. So my theory on that was he basically put that story out because Call Me Carson had previously said that Fitz, which is one of his friends, who was like another YouTuber, had said that Call Me Carson had lied and said he cheated on his girlfriend had cheated on Call Me Carson with Fitz, and that's why he was mad about it. So he put out this story saying that implying that Call Me Carson was a pedophile, and leaving out the information that Call Me Carson was 19 and the girl was either 16 or 17. If you could pass any of that, my mad ramblings.
No. That's fine. I think I understand exactly where you're coming from with this. The only issue is that people are telling me that you mean Noah Hugbox, I believe.
That is exactly what I meant, and I think I accidentally said Noah Samson. But I mean Noah Hugbox.
You did. That's okay. Listen, I won't hold it against you, okay?
Yes.
It's just funny because Noah Samson is also a complete freak, but
I also hate Noah Samson.
How come you hate him?
I don't know, but his physical appearance and mental aptitude does me wrong, quite frankly.
Okay. Well, I do want to come back to the Keemstar stuff in a sec, but this is an interesting point because I've watched your content and I'm sometimes a bit perplexed. I guess to me you're probably somewhere on the right, but do you have a hard political take on things, or do you have a political ideology you ascribe to?
It shifts depending on how many stabbings or rapes have occurred in a day.
I'm going to assume you didn't vote for Labour. Let's put it that way.
I did not vote for Labour.
Okay, fair enough. Listen, I've said many times I'm a Labour voter, but we don't need to get politics to get in the way of this dialogue, okay? That's all good. We don't need to get into it in detail. But yeah, you're quite kind of skeptical of some of the LGBT stuff and whatnot. Is that right?
Just the trans stuff.
So the gays are okay, as far as you're concerned?
I'm perfectly fine with...
Okay, so the gays are okay.
The gays are perfectly fine. Lesbians, I watch them on Pornhub all the time. That's perfectly cool. Transgenders, though, guys cutting the dicks off to become women, I'm not so sure about that. That seems a little bit suspicious to me.
Okay. I mean, sure. The cutting the dick off, yeah, that's
what?
Pretty wild.
I'll tell you what, though. When I started the channel, I made a video on Keffels or whatever. I gendered Keffels PC. I said she the whole time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did you get any kind of pushback from people for doing that?
For what? Calling her she?
Yeah, were there people that were actually it's he, male, etc.?
Well, yeah, but I don't give a shit what they think. I think it's lame for both right wingers and left wingers to talk about pronouns.
Oh my god, dude, we totally agree on that. That's so based. I tend to just base it on, I'm what do they look like? Yeah, sure, I recognise they're born a man.
I'm not. I think a normal person would call Keffels a she. To be frank, I think the only reason you call Keffals a man is because you hate Keffals and think that they're like a scam artist and you're going out of your way to insult them, which I am most of the time, which is why I call them a he. But if just looking at Keffals, you would assume, and I said this in my second video, you assume that Keffals is not a man, but rather a very ugly woman, which is what I went with.
Okay. No, that's interesting. So, you know, the kind of extremity of the dick procedure, you're saying. But, like, just broadly, like, what do you think of the idea that a man can say, right, well, I feel like a woman now and I want to move towards that? Like, are you against that in full, or okay if adults do it? Like, what do you think?
Well, in principle, I don't give a shit, like, what an adult does unless they're a member of my direct family. If people are pushing children to do it, which... based on my experience, they tend to be, at least based on who I've covered, at least. Then I'm against it. Obviously, I'm against children doing transitional surgery. Adults can do whatever they want. I've seen a guy, he did a bunch of surgery, he turned himself into the Red Skull from Marvel Comics. You know, I don't care about that. That guy can do whatever he wants. If they want to become a woman, they can do whatever they want. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. You get these, you get these people. They like put all bits of plastic in their face and stuff, don't they? I think I know what you mean.
Trying to turn themselves into werewolves. They're trying to turn themselves into Red Skulls. Trying to turn themselves into skeletons. They're getting like tattoos and they're like injecting ink into their eyes to turn their eyes black. Eyes black. I think it's weird. I don't care what they do. If it was my daughter or my son, I would be like, don't inject ink into your eye and turn them black for no reason. But I don't care if some random guy does it.
That's really interesting. You're actually more open-minded than you know, I would have thought based on watching some of your videos. Is there an element to kind of playing up certain things for the comedic effect, do you think?
Well, yeah.
No, that's fair enough. No, that's interesting. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to get too political. You know, I appreciate it's we're just having a bloody good laugh, aren't we? But
we're all
that's
having
interesting.
a bit of a chuckle.
Yeah, I mean, I actually I'm kind of. I mean, if, you know, obviously, if someone else wants to do it, that's their prerogative. I never get drunk on stream except for very rare occasions. I just worry I'll lose control.
I feel like I have to. It's a real problem, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. It's a bit of fun.
Wait a second. Are you like an alcoholic?
I'm not an alcoholic.
What's the deal there?
But most of the time when I stream, you're laughing at that. But I'm not an alcoholic. No. Most of the time when I stream, I have a couple of drinky pops. You know. This time, however, I've had a lot more than some would say goes beyond the intake for an ordinary adult. And to be frank, I think it's paid off.
No, listen, I'm all for it. My only concern for you as a fellow content creator would be just saying something you later regret. Is that not a
perfectly
issue?
In control of my cognitive abilities, even when.
Okay. I'm sure you had a fairly normal upbringing, but if there is any kind of wacky stories,
I could honestly drive in this state down to the local school, and I'd be perfectly fine.
Wait, why do you want to go to the local school?
Well, not for any pedophilic reasons.
Anyway, look, so the Keemstar thing is all I wanted to say to you there is like, you know, he did try and make out like he didn't know who you are, but I'd heard apparently you've gone on LolCal Live. Did you go on the show?
I was on LolCal Live. Okay. I was on LolCal Live. I was on for like probably 20 seconds, actually. Oh. And I immediately said, Boogie 2988, you're lying about your childhood abuse. You're a faker. You're a big fake. You're a fraud. and then Keemstar immediately kicked me off. That was really the context of that.
Right, okay. Yeah, so I think, he was trying to do the kind of little bro, who mega lol, who even is this guy?
He muted me, and if he had unmuted me at the time, I would have said, Keemstar, I'm going to come to your house. Actually, I won't say it. It was a death threat. I was going to say a death threat. I'm not going to say it. See, I'm perfectly controlling my cognitive function. I was going to say a death threat. I was going to say I was coming to his house and, I'm not going to say it on stream because that would be a criminal offense. But there you go.
Okay. Okay. I mean, as a joke, right? Surely. Yeah? You're just joking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, man. Listen, whilst I got you here, just if you got a little bit more time, I'm actually interested in just asking a bit about your kind of regular channel videos. How do you select a target if you're gonna ruthlessly mock in the next video?
It depends entirely on if I think they're funny or not.
Okay.
Some people are funnier than other people. Sometimes it isn't based on that. So, with the Chris Tyson video, it was like an obligation. Because I'd already shit-talked to Mr. Beast, I felt like I had to. With the second Vorsh video, I had already shit-talked him, felt like I had to. But with people like Ethan is Online... Well, with Ethan is Online, actually, I was making another video on the Wilbur Soot thing. You remember the Wilbur Soot allegations? Yeah. I was making a video on that, and I watched a single Ethan is Online video, and it was the one where he was talking about art. And I said, wow, this guy's a fucking moron retard. Sorry if that's a problem.
And, by all means.
I said, this guy's a fucking idiot moron. I'm going to make a whole video on this guy. And I wrote a whole script just based on that art video. And I only had to watch 2 more videos. And one of them was the one where he was flat out defending pedophiles. With the Alex Rosen thing.
Alex Rosen thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Bro, there's a lot of material I could get into with this. But first of all, though, maybe something we might disagree on. Are you anti-modern art in total? What's your perspective on modern art?
I don't know, really. To be frank, I don't really give a shit. To be honest, it's just that his arguments were so stupid in favor of it. I wouldn't say I was necessarily anti-modern art. I will say, a lot of modern art is entirely about AIDS.
Dude! Yeah, bro!
And that's basically all of it. I saw another one on Twitter the other day, and it was just a bunch of candies in a corner. And I looked it up, and it was just fucking AIDS. There's just some dude died of fucking AIDS. And I was like, why are we just making art about guys who die of AIDS?
It's basically you walk into...
I can look at other, former, older pieces of art. And I look at them and I go, wow, these are... Some guy spent 50 minutes drawing this. This is pretty cool. 50 hours even. Maybe, perhaps even 50 years drawing this. And I look at it and I think, wow, this is pretty cool. And then I look at the modern art and it's a bunch of fucking candies in a corner. And I look at the plaque and it just says, my husband died of fucking severe AIDS. I put these candies in a corner to represent how fucking AIDS slowly bites away at his fucking ass.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly what I was going to say. It's the plaque in the corner. Well, what does this mean? And someone's like, just read the plaque.
The plaque is
this
the
guy
only
had
thing
AIDS.
The plaque is the only thing that matters.
But there is actually an explanation as to why there's so much AIDS riddled within modern art.
Because they're all gay.
And yes, precisely. That's it. That's what they say. They say everyone's gay, and you're like, well, that doesn't sound like a good argument, because wouldn't that mean that gay men are, riddled with AIDS? More likely than not. It seems a bit, anti-woke.
Well, at least the artists are.
Yeah. There's also, I don't know if you saw this one. This was there was an image. It's like a painting that was half finished or quarter finished, right? And the guy died of AIDS.
I saw that. That was a genius. That was a genius piece of art. I actually think that the AI completed version was a better piece of art than the actual art, because it was a genius troll. It's almost artistic in its intent to disturb the AIDS community.
I mean, I would classify that personally as a form of modern art in and of itself, especially using AI technology. But obviously, because it was against the AIDS guys, the left always didn't like it. They hated it.
This
They were
guy died
angry.
of AIDS, and you're disrespecting the fact that you're disrespecting his AIDS by completing this by AI. And AI can never get AIDS,
Yes.
and that's the worst part.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, no, I think we agree.
We
What
agree
were your
on
kind of
AIDS.
issues? We agree on the AIDS question.
Yes.
But I guess what I wanted to ask you is like, what were your issues with Ethan is Online's argument about the modern art stuff?
It's not that I have an issue with it. It's just that I think his defenses are funny. Like
Right. Okay.
I've said this before, but Ethan is Online is like God's perfect idiot, and he's so smug. He's so smug in objectively incorrect information. And I said this in the video specifically regarding I know I'm ignoring your question directly, but in the Alex Rosen video, he says he so smugly says you can't be arrested for sexting or flirting with a like a fake child, like a decoy.
Yeah.
And it's like I said this in a video. I said I'm not even a pedophile, and even I know that that's not true. I've watched at least one Chris Hansen YouTube video, and I know that that's incorrect. That's how his entire thing goes. I mean, Ethan is Online's whole thing is that he's a leftist. He's a hardcore left winger. He's probably a Hassan fan, if I was going to guess. I don't know for a fact, but he almost certainly is. And his entire mentality is, if someone is a conservative, they are opposed to me morally. And anything they say must be incorrect. You understand?
Yes.
So when it comes to modern
absolutely.
art, the reason why he likes modern art is because modern art is sort of heralded by a lot of leftists. And people like PragerU or whoever, they don't like modern art. So that's why he likes modern art. And he dislikes classic art or whatever. Because conservatives like classic art. That's his logic.
No, that's very true. In fact, it's quite interesting because, I'm thinking of this from what was wrong with his arguments? But you're coming at it from the angle almost of he just says retarded shit about it and it's funny.
Exactly.
But then you find stuff within that's actually, like you say, he does just hate conservatives and wants to disagree with them.
Well, that's his entire mentality. I mean, every single one of his videos is anti-conservative. I've never seen him argue against an anti-leftist concept. I mean, he had that thing recently where he was defending Chris Tyson. And he obviously purely defended Chris Tyson, not to be too alt-right Nazi, but he obviously only defended Chris Tyson because Chris Tyson is transgender. That's the only reason he defended Chris Tyson. If that was Dr. Disrespect or anyone else, he would not defend it that hard.
No, absolutely. The Dr. Disrespect thing was actually a good kind of observation because it's you had people who, on somewhat similar terms, you don't have the messages with Dr. Disrespect, but you would have to kind of criticize both to be somewhat consistent, I think.
Well, but yeah, I don't like Dr. Disrespect either. I mean, before he admitted it, I defended him.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there was no evidence. I don't trust Slasher as a journalist at all. That guy's that guy had that whole thing with Brittany Venti, which was a little bit suspicious. But you've seen that.
Yeah, it was. I know a bit about that. It's to do with the idea he was using his power to try and get a date or his clout to try and get a date. He was
offering one of Brittany Venti's friends a job position, so she would put in a good word to Brittany Venti to try and have a date, which in his mind I presume would lead to sex, because he likes hate fucking, which I think he actually tweeted out, conservatives or whatever. But yeah, I don't trust Slasher. I think these people are retarded. Not sorry, but I don't know if you're allowed to say that. But
you can say that you're all good.
I think these people are retards. But yeah, I mean, I didn't believe any of that Dr. Disrespect. Oh, it's not so much I didn't believe it. I questioned it before it came out, and anybody admits it, it's well, that's it. When Dr. Disrespect admits it, that's the be all and end all. He said that it's happened. So now it doesn't matter what he says. And now he's saying that he was pranking journalists by saying he was a pedophile. He's a fucking idiot. The fact that even people are even humoring that as a reality just suggests that they are mentally disabled.
Yeah, definitely. Well, look, I appreciate the conversation. I mean, I don't know if you wanted to talk about anything else. I was interested in maybe any videos you got coming up.
I don't know. I've got a video on The Boys season 4. I want to make that. I have an Elden Ring video that I want to make, and I might make a video on Dr. Disrespect just because I haven't made one in 3 weeks. Well, we'll see what happens next week.
People are saying you need to make a video on Bo Blacks. Any chance of that?
Well, it depends what comes out. Based on the stuff that's come out already, I don't actually give a shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
To be totally frank, I don't necessarily have an issue with people recording calls. I don't want to be like flippant, but I feel that yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand this online friends.
Say your piece.
I don't really understand online friends. If you understand what I mean. Okay. I don't have any online friends. I don't care. I would assume if I was having DM messages or calls with anyone that they are recording it. You know what I mean? To try and fuck me in the future. I am hyper paranoid about Twitch streamers and YouTubers fucking me.
You should absolutely be hyper paranoid. So I would strongly recommend that.
In the case of Lyrics, he didn't release any like personal information, like addresses or relationship shit. I can understand the logic of people not trusting him anymore, but I don't really. I don't know. I feel like you'd have to be fucking retarded to give your personal information to fucking Bo Blacks, to be honest. Like, what's the fear of him? Like, I don't know. I actually don't understand. Like, what's the fear of him recording personal calls? Like, are you giving your personal information to Bo Blacks? Like, you're gonna look bad against Bo Blacks? What are you, Down syndrome? More Down syndrome than he is? You're gonna look
I can absolutely
in a conversation with Bo Blacks of all people.
I can absolutely see where you're coming from with that, and I think that like on its face, like of course, be cautious if you're being in a conversation with someone because it's often never private. It's more there's like a whole narrative there. It's like there's a history, and it's to do with how Bo Blacks has acted before, and it's just indicative, So it's like you've really got to get into the weeds to understand why Nicholas has cut ties at this point.
Well, I understand why he's cut ties. I mean, he had a call with me a couple of minutes ago. Well, not a couple, but he had a call with me. He said that Bo Black sent him, and I'm not exaggerating. He said he sent exactly 800 messages about his what did he say? His non-binary people are cool tweet, and he said Nicholas Diorio needed to support his non-binary people are epic tweet, and he sent exactly 800 messages about him needing to support that. So I understand why he cut ties with him. I mean, Bo Black seems like someone who has crippling autism, to be frank.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty fair assessment, definitely. Just to go back, so because you're quite unique in that, like I personally thought the first few seasons of The Boys were good, but you've hated it or disliked it from the beginning.
I didn't dislike it from the beginning. I liked season 1. I hated season 2 onwards.
But
I didn't start hating it till season 3. And then when I watched season 3, I looked at season 2 and I was like, "Wow, this is actually garbage the whole time. This is terrible. I hate this. Death threats to the people involved. Honestly, not to be specific."
Well, look. Aside from death threats, I mean, what were your problems with the show? Is it too many blacks? Is that what it was?
Of course not. My issue was that there was not enough blacks. Actually, if I'm being honest, no. My issue with Hollywood is that when black characters are in anything, they have one arc or one storyline, which is just racism, and that's it. There's no, like, I liked season 1 because the black guys, they had characters that weren't just racism. And then by season 3, every black character in the show is just about racism. It's just annoying to me. Like in season 4, I mean, what's that new black character? Sister Sage. She's just like, every single scene she's in, she's just talking about racism. It's just annoying. Feels like a deliberate attempt to start a race war. If I'm not getting too political, to be frank. But I don't want to get too political. It seems like these guys, and I'm not going to say who they are, but they're trying to start a race war.
The Amazon executives, right? That's what you're talking about, I believe.
That's what I mean. Not any kind of racial or religious group.
Okay. No, that's interesting. I must say that season 3, I watched it and it was like, oh, I'm entertained, soy jack. But I've not really got much energy for season 4. It wasn't like I really want to keep watching it.
I will say I agree with you on season 3 that I was entertained until the ending, and then I looked at the ending and I was like, wow, that was actually shit. And then season 4, it's like, I mean, I'm watching this show and I want to commit suicide, to be frank.
Yeah, it feels like this Homelander thing. They constantly tease this idea of Homelander doing something, and then like nothing ever happens.
Exactly. That's what I always say. And they called me insane. That's the thing. They called me crazy. And I said every season ends with Homelander. He's gonna go crazy, and then he never does.
Yeah.
And then Butch is always back on the team, even though he he has actual cancer at this point, and they still let him on the team. I mean, that's just a workplace disaster, isn't it? To let a guy with cancer work in the CIA as a fucking foreign agent.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I think the problem is these Americans. What they do is they want to have 20 seasons of a show, so they constantly have to have a reason for it to keep moving forward. Whereas I think we're probably more used to in the UK, 2 or 3 seasons, and that's it. The show normally ends.
We're used to 2 seasons, and then it gets cancelled, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then we're gone forever. I mean, The Office in the UK had what? I don't know how many seasons it had. 3. Office US had 2 seasons.
Yeah,
he says it has 2 seasons. And then The Office US had exactly 400 seasons.
Yeah.
Where they were constantly teasing that romance between Martin Freeman and the woman behind the desk. Except it was the American version. And then that jelly thing came up 200 times. That jelly thing. Remember that jelly thing when he puts the stapler in jelly? And he eats the jelly and he says, I don't know who did that. That could have been anyone. That was probably the best joke, actually. I actually hate The Office.
Okay. What, the UK one too?
Well, I don't hate the UK one, but I thought Extras was always better. If you've seen Extras.
Of course, I'm a Ricky Gervais fan, definitely.
I'm a big Ricky Gervais fan as well. Other than his atheism thing, that's a bit cringe.
Yeah, no, sure. Although, I mean, I don't know. I feel like when you've told a joke about cancel stuff, when you say it for the 5th or 6th time, it gets a bit boring. I feel like he's bringing on that bell a bit too much.
Well, it's just specifically that picture of him on, the lamp. You seen that picture of him on the lamp?
Oh, like he's being crucified?
Yes. That's just it. I don't know what he was thinking with that one. That was that was not a good one. That wasn't a good one for him.
Okay, I'm going to guess as well you're a Chris Morris fan.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, no. Brass Eye, Day to Day, that sort of thing.
I actually legitimately have no idea.
Okay, here's one recommendation. We can even end the call on this one even.
Shit.
One recommendation, I promise you'll like this. The Brass Eye Pedophile Special, okay?
Oh.
It's on YouTube. I've got a feeling you'll like it.
Donated $5. Bungie, are we surprised that corporate Jews don't want things to end or be forgotten? Reminds me of the Holocaust.
So
hello?
I was just listening to a donation about Jews. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. But yeah, I'd recommend the Brass Eye Pedophile Special very strongly.
I'll check it out.
Okay. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure. Okay, it's been great fun.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Okay.
I will. Ta-da.
Catch you soon. Cheers. Bye.
Well, will we? Will we catch soon?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
We will.
Yeah.
This is obviously my in to the whole fucking thing. Are you still on call?
What? Yes, I'm still here.
Are you still here?
Wait, what? Yeah, because you said something.
What did I say?
What do you think you're into? I'm just another retard on the internet, like you and everyone else.
Oh shit, are you? I thought you were more important.
I'm not Jewish. I'm not Jewish, if that's what you're thinking. Okay, to be clear.
Well, I didn't think that. No, I don't know why you bring that up. To be frank, that seems a bit strange. I don't have no problem against the Jews. I don't know why you bring that up.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you were
no
doing a bit of dog whistling earlier.
I can't say that for legal reasons. Okay. But look.
Okay, catch you later, mate. Bye-bye.
Hey, 1 minute, man. I
really need to go to the toilet real quick. Just entertain for like literally at max 2 minutes.
Hey, what's going on? Am I live right now? Hello. Thank you, Bungiee's. Hello. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I was connected to a Bluetooth speaker and that's hello. I haven't heard Bungie. I don't even know what he said. Hello Bungie, are you here? Are you here? I didn't even know that this dude was British. This is a British man, huh? Oh, what's going on, guys? If there's anybody in the chat that's from me, send me the link so I can kind of see what's going on here. Did he say that he would be back? Did he say that he's coming back here? Well, YouTube. Cakes. I have no idea if this is even live or not, so I'm just going to do this. Oh, Bungie, man! What's going on, man?
Oh, fuck.
What's up, Bunch?
We got on stream, finally. Look at this. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Bungie team?
Thank you, Salvo. Where are you, Salvo, at the moment, currently?
I'm in Colorado currently.
Oh,
how about you? Are you in London or Essex?
I'm not in London, dude. I'm in fucking Blackpool. Are you serious? London?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What are you doing in Colorado, Salvo? Meeting a little
I
lady?
live here in Colorado. Is my camera on the screen?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect. I live here now, so I moved here like a few weeks ago. So I'm in Colorado now.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Oh, thanks, dog. Hey, right off the bat, dude, I got to give you some props on your Keemstar video, man.
Thank you, Salvo.
Super well done, super detailed. I think you explained it well, and it was super funny. And on top of it, it could have been probably 3 hours more. And the only critique I had in it was like everybody knows about this old Keemstar shit. It's like he's done a whole bunch of vile and evil shit in the last like 3 years. Who's going to make the update
thing? But did they know about the Carson thing? Because I feel like they didn't. No one was talking about that.
Well, I think it's a good reminder, right? I think all of his stories kind of need to all be told because it paints a very bad picture of someone's character here. But someone's going to do the new era Keemstar video, and it's going to be very bad. But super video.
Exactly. I think you're right. Yeah. Better man than us, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what I was going to say.
I think I'm Roblox.
I've actually genuinely forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, I legitimately have forgotten what I was going to say. Chat, what was I going to say?
Here, well, I can ask you this. What is your take on the Boblack situation?
What is my take? I'll be honest with you, Salvo. I don't even fucking know what's going on with Boblacks. I called Nicholas DiOrio. He said that Boblacks lied about having bipolar disorder. And I called Chud Logic, and he didn't even say anything about Boblacks. So that's all there is to it. He said... and I quote on Nicholas DiOrio, he said, Boblack sent Nicholas DiOrio 800 whole messages, not half messages. He sent 800 whole messages about a bipolar tweet. That's what he said.
So is Boblax claiming that he's bipolar?
Apparently,
is that something he claimed?
According to Nicholas DiOrio, based on information from a girlfriend at the time, Boblax said he had bipolar disorder, and it was like a lie to gain sympathy for whatever the fuck.
Okay, so I totally believe Sonic Josh would use that because he's used autism to gain a career, right? So it doesn't. So so that doesn't surprise me. But why is Nick saying that he's lying? Like, where's that coming from? See, there's so many.
Honest, I don't know.
Well, here's the issue, because there's so many moving parts to this drama, because both sides aren't coming out publicly and really giving all the details because they've been friends for so long, right?
Yeah.
So like the stuff that is kind of coming out publicly, like the old flagging stream and the King of Nothing stuff and a few other things. That's just because it's like that's what's made public. But the issue here between Bo Blacks and his friends, I guess ex-friends or something right now, or internet friends, is that
they were sick of you exposing bad behavior and clowning on people like Tipster at the time who weren't expunged from the community.
Well, I think if I'm them, and then there's this fucking random dude who's so handsome and he's so charismatic and everybody loves
100%.
And he's making fun of me and my friends, I'm gonna hate that dude and I'm gonna want to kick him out probably too. If I'm just petty as these fucking commentary loner, nobody, super weird people like Nicholas Dior. If Nicholas Dior didn't have his fucking Twitter or anything, that dude would fucking, I don't even know where that dude would be at. That tweet that he put out last night was literally like a 58-year-old bitchy Facebook mom just fucking gossiping about her friend on Facebook.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
It's like, once you reach over 2 enters on a tweet, you really gotta just X out and try to redraft it. It's just a gay look. It's like, this is just all such a gay look, and it's like, I thought that we shouldn't treat autistic people like this. That's what they were telling me. They were mad at me because I was treating an autistic person terribly. And I'm like, okay,
who was this
that's
autistic
fine.
person? Was it Bo Blacks or was it Tipster or was it whoever?
Well, it was Bo Blacks and it was Tipster at some point.
Oh.
I was being too mean to Tipster because I was talking about his wife, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was told. I was being too mean because I was talking about his wife.
What were you saying about his wife? You saying she was too fat? You're saying she was too ugly? What were we saying?
I think I was just saying that she was so handicapped. She was just in a wheelchair, and Tipster was like doing elder abuse on her. Essentially,
you're saying that Tipster had settled for a sort of like dumpy, like kind of pathetic woman. That's what you're saying.
And I take it back. I take back all the Tipster wife talk. That was too vile, too mean, too gross.
Against an innocent woman, you should have aimed it directly at Tipster's face. You know what I'm saying?
I know. But at the end of the day, it's like I really thought that like they would understand that it's jokes. But
yeah, we live and we learn. We live and we learn. We live and we learn.
We live and we learn. Exactly. We live and we learn, and we never stop learning. Okay.
Exactly.
And it's kind of interesting that like a lot of the people that I was picking on 2 years ago, Tipster, Bo Blacks, are all ousted by the same people.
So you were sort of an oracle. You were sort of an oracle in fall-offs, in a sense.
No. Here's what it was. Here's what it was. I wasn't really afraid to just kind of state the obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all the other people like in that friend group weren't stating the obvious because it was beneficial for them at that time to kind of keep the other people around them. I don't for protections for YouTube game, but I'm just like, I don't know, these people are losers. I wouldn't want to be friends with them in their real life. I'm not going to play the game with them on YouTube. Man, I wish I did.
It's almost as if these people were ignoring the flaws of the Bo Blacks, of the Tipsters, and you were sort of like, it's like Emperor's New Clothes. You were like, wow, Tipster's fat, he's ugly. Wow, Bo Blacks is autistic. He's a retard.
Yeah, and it's like I only started to make fun of them once they stated that they didn't like me. You know what I mean? Like, if you like me, I'm going to like you and not say a bad word about you and defend you. You know what I mean? Like it literally just takes someone being like, I like Sabo. I think he's funny. I'm like, I like that guy. He can do no wrong in my eyes. But they came out against me, and I was like, I'm going to make fun of them. Yeah,
I did the exact same thing, to be frank. But what do you feel vindicated in this Bo Black situation, that you've been calling out this Bo Black's autism, retard spurg, mentalism for years, and now they're finally getting to it? Or do you feel a sort of sense of dread? You feel like bad for Bo Blacks in a sense?
No, I don't really have too much emotions on it to either side. I don't feel bad. I don't feel dread. I don't feel vindicated. I don't feel angry. You know what I mean? I'm pretty indifferent about it, right? It doesn't day to day. But in terms of like online, I guess it's pretty. What I find the most amusing, Bungie, is watching all of his old friends that he was friends with just last month essentially turn on him. That's the most interesting part. That's the most part that I kind of actually do get interested in, is like when these YouTubers or these commentator FAGs sort of start to get turned on, and then like their friends all of a sudden automatically jump in on that. It's like a real interesting sort of example, or like an exhibit of like weird socio-psychology thing going on, where like one minute everything's fine, and then like as soon as the public opinion starts to sway one side, everyone jumps on the other boat. And I think those people look the most ridiculous, honestly, are the friends of these people that jump on the other side once the boat is sinking to just make sure that person drowns all the way under. Those people are the most disgusting, evil people I've ever come across. Like Toastify. This fucking dude Toastify is a literal nobody. This dude's Toastify is like, dude, he's like on these streams where nobody is truly watching except like BPD, lonely cat women, like Chris the Narc's fan base, right? Or like, it's like Toastify is such like a clout riding, cloud hopping little cockroach. They'll do anything he'll say and do anything to stay in the good graces of whoever the fuck he thinks is beneficial at that time. And he's just nothing. He's never done anything, and it's like he's walking around with this big dick in his pants all of a sudden. I want to pull down his pants and expose that fucking tiny wiener. That tiny fucking brown little wiener. That dude sucks.
Yeah. That's a metaphorical, though, and not like a sort of literal sexual assault sort of situation.
It's a metaphorical, it's an analogy. It was said to
I don't know anything, and it
prove how much
like
I hate this fucking
gossip.
dude.
Yeah. Do you feel that the commentary community is like actively malicious in the same way that like Twitch community is? Or do you feel like commentary community are sort of starving hyenas who, when they have no drama, they just go after their own friends, that kind of thing?
He's our guy.
Neither. I think they're flighty fucking nerds.
Oh.
I think they're nerds, kind of like little baby deers when they hear like a noise in the forest, right? They instantly think it's something trying to get them. I think they're frightened little pathetic little animals.
You think they're sort of frightened of people questioning their status or power?
I think it's really hard to categorize one emotion for nerds. I think nerds kind of feel a lot, right? And they get like anxious and they get like overwhelmed, and then they act like nerds. They act like spurgs and they don't know what to normally do. That's truly how I think of how they act. Because if I were to say they were acting kind of like how you described it, right? That would mean I have to think that they're even thinking.
I see. You think it's sort of instinct. It's not like a strategy, it's an instinct.
It's a nerdy instinct.
Yeah.
That's right. Everyone has instincts, but the way these commentary people handle this stuff is also such a nerdy, flighty, erratic instinct with no thinking through and through. And the thinking in their head, they're not even being honest with. They're not even being honest with the way that they think. They can't even be honest and be like, because it's like, it doesn't make sense if you're friends, right? Like if you're friends with somebody, like Diorio claimed him and Bo Blacks were for so long. If you're friends with somebody, you shouldn't be able to drop them immediately because they acted like a weirdo online. You know what I mean? It's like they're not even the way they're even processing their social circle online. So it's like, how are they supposed to process how they even interact with that social circle? They're really flighty. They're very nervous. They're very anxious, and they're just nerds. They're just people who can spend so much time in this area of the internet, the commentary community, consuming and building an audience and spending so much time and energy on it. That is only nerd behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. They act in that way because that's who they are and they're not going to change. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's just who they are. And this one section of the internet, the commentary community, it's ran by nerds. It's ran by people that don't know ABC 1, 2, 3 on how normal people react in the world. It's completely thing to them. It's foreign to them.
How would you think a normal person would react to this recent Boblax drama?
Okay, so like a normal person so describe normal person, because a normal person wouldn't even know who Boblax is.
Okay, so I'm talking like a guy, maybe he's like, he does a little bit of YouTube on the side, but he's got like a full-time job, probably like, maybe like a semi-successful career. He knows a little bit about Boblax, maybe he's like had a couple DMs with Boblax. How would you think he would react to this drama?
Well, I think the majority of the people, and that includes the type of person that you described right there, I think they would look at this and be like, damn, his friends are destroying him. I literally think that's the opinion they would get out of this. Because like, why would a normal person who doesn't have any emotional ties or social ties to this area of the internet care that Boblax flagged a stream 5 years ago, or care that talking bad about another friend of his? I don't really care about that. Normal people don't care about it. But when they see this, they would be like, and these were his friends? His friends are doing this to him? That's what I'm talking about. I think that's how literally a normal person would look at this and be like, that was his friends are doing this? Weird. Because I showed people, normal people, who don't even who've never watched a YouTube live stream in their life, let alone commentary videos, right? I showed them the Nicholas Diorio tweets, and they kind of know Nicholas because of being friends with me, right? And they looked at that, and they just shook their head at it and kind of laughed and looked at it with like pity and being like, this dude is saying all this online as like a 28-year-old man. It's just a gay, pathetic look. That's how normal people look at this.
Yeah. Do you think Nicholas Diorio kicked you out of the commentary community because you were like too funny, too handsome, too attractive, too powerful in a sense?
What was your question? I do have to say this though, but it's like they're mad at Boblax for flagging, right? Like that's like something that is being brought back up, like that flagging shit from years ago. These motherfuckers were caught openly flagging every account I own to get me banned off the internet. It's like, do people forget that they were caught? All of those people in the group chats were caught reporting and flagging my shit, and they were sharing screenshots like trophies to each other every time a Twitter or my YouTube got banned. That seems more malicious. I don't know, but they can't talk about it because they're all in cahoots or something. But what was your question?
Do you think that Nicholas Diorio sort of tried to take you out? Or maybe not even Nicholas Diorio. Do you think that Keemstar tried to take you out because he thought you were like stealing the spotlight on the Keemstar show?
Well, he always thought that I was stealing the spotlight. I think if anybody watched the show for 10 minutes, I think it was very apparent that that was going on in his head. No matter how much I tried to reassure the adult baby abandonment-issued man, Keemstar.
Yeah.
But when I quit the show, people thought I also got fired. I quit the show, right?
You quit the show because Keemstar was being too, like, harsh on his standards for comedy. That kind of thing.
Well, yes. I mean, that was part of it. It was like
you can't break these YouTube terms of service. You can't do this. You can't do that. That kind of thing.
Well, and he didn't pay me for the first month, which I never brought up. I never brought up.
Well, that has a lot more weight considering he was refusing to pay Tommy C for LolCow podcast.
Oh, I know. So I released a tweet showing that I never got paid for the first month when all that Tommy shit. And then when everyone had the chance to kind of throw me under the bus and dispose of me, they did. And yes, kind of Keemstar, that I would personally say that is probably true, and any person looking at how the Keemstar show objectively ended would probably say that as well. I think you would too.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Do you think that it was like Nicholas Diorio blackballing you, or do you think that Keemstar was sort of pulling the strings, making his minions blackball you, sort of deal?
Dude, so like people like look at me when I talk about like blackball conspiracy.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I really do think it is kind of proven. Like it is kind of proven that they
100%.
I think that again, like I'll go back to like one of the first things I said. This outsider, me, who has no ties to any of them, come in and I get my own audience, and I'm conventionally handsome,
yeah, 100%,
outgoing,
100%.
great person,
funny,
comes in, and I'm funny. Exactly, this guy Bungie has a good head on his shoulders.
Exactly.
So when I come and I'm making fun of them, and I'm not playing ball with them, right? Because I'm pulling in bigger numbers, or just as good as numbers as these big YouTube channels out of nowhere, and I wasn't playing ball with them. And like I mentioned, they act flighty and they act anxious and they're paranoid. So that's kind of just what happens. Like that's the theme of the Nicholas Diorio. It's like when he gets worried that one of his friends are going to backstab him or something, so he has to backstab him first. John Swan, Tipster, Tommy C. He did it to Tommy C back in the day too. He did it to Keemstar back in the day too.
With the M&Ms.
This is what Diorio does. He has like a decade-long history. When he feels flighty or anxious that one of his friends are going to turn on him, Keemstar, Tommy, Bo Blacks, me. I wasn't really his friend, but it's like when he feels anxious, like someone is doing something behind the scenes or talking out of both sides of the mouth, he will do what he has to do to dispose of them. And he's smart enough where he can keep around enough bootlickers like Xylee Gets Real and Chris the Narc.
Oh, yeah.
Because they know, because they can pull in numbers and he can join their streams, right? And he can use them as kind of like a little bit of like a soldier. And those guys like Xylee and Chris the Rat, they're such bootlickers, they will never even step out of line ever, right? And it's like those two are like the most Weasley fucks in the entire world. But it's like, hey, props to Nick. How about props to Nick? Because even though he has the emotions of like a 15-year-old abandoned, lonely boy on the hockey rink, he is smart enough to kind of do what he has to do to dispose of the people he wants to.
Yeah. My final question before I let you go, back to working out, looking hot, all that other stuff. Do you think Xylee Gets Real's voice is like hyper irritating, like grating, horrific even?
Look at my face.
Yeah.
How does my face look just you mentioning Xylee's voice?
You're looking horrified, you're looking angry even. I wouldn't even say that much. You look like you want to kill the woman, quite frankly.
Xylee, everything about Xylee is insufferable. And people forget. It's like, why would anybody in their right mind like a 50-year-old woman? Have you met any 50-year-old in your life? 50 to 65-year-old women are the worst of the worst. Mm-hmm. Literally. Mm-hmm. They've been broken down by their husbands or their boyfriends or their kids or their stupid job. On top of all that, their brains literally are working at 30%. Right? And then you have this woman, if you want to call her that, that is chain smoking in her house with her cat, looking the way she does, like the dirtiest grave robber wife of a pedophile grave robber man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
I get you.
Nothing. And then she's fucking doing what she does up there. She's nasty. She's disgusting. She makes me mad.
Would you say she's horrific?
She's horrific. She's horrific.
She's grotesque even. She's grotesque.
Bloody, grotesque, horrific person all around. All around. Personality, the way she smells, the way I met her in person and I gave her a hug and she felt so unhealthy.
Did she feel like chicken bones in a bag?
It felt like, yes. So it felt like chicken bones in the bag with like 55 years of muscle, tissue, and skin untaken care of, neglected on top of those old, brittle bones.
That's wonderful, Salvo. I'm going to let you go now back to smoking, back to looking good, back to living life, quite frankly.
Thank you, sir.
Peace out, man.
Thank you for having me on, man. You're one of the good guys. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it too, Salvo. Have a good life. Kisses and hugs and everything else.
See you, dude.
Salvo is quite the genius, isn't he? Anyway, we got Glitch Poachers here. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Glitch Poachers. I would have seen. Anyway, fellas, we got a fucking serious interview coming up right now. We got Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom just DM'd me saying he would be happy to. Turkey Tom just DM'd me saying he'd be happy to. How do I get on this fucking thing? Turkey Tom just DM'd me saying he wants to come on, talk about Boblax, talk about all of this stuff. How do I do this? I'm calling him right now. Watch this. This is huge stuff. This is... oopsie daisies. We're getting Turkey Tom on the call right now, fellas. We're getting Turkey Tom on the line. But this is... People said I could never do this. They said I was stupid. They said I was foolish. They said I was a moron. I'm getting Turkey Tom on the line. They said I was a fucking idiot. They said I could never do anything in my life. They said I was a zero in the sack. We got Turkey Tom.
What a nerdy
we got Turkey Tom on the stream. Say hello, Turkey
talking
Tom.
About.
What's up, buddy? Are you drunk?
No. It's wearing off.
Okay.
It's wearing off. Listen to me, Turkey Tom.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Boblax.
Go ahead.
He has autism. Yes?
To my understanding.
Do you think that his autism plays some role in his current mental retardation?
Do I think his autism plays a role in his mental retardation? No, I think it's completely unrelated. I think there's no, I think you could probably extract it out of him and we still have it, It's completely unrelated. There's no correlation at all.
You are good friends with Boblax, yes?
No.
You hate Boblax.
I wouldn't say that. I just don't. I don't really know him that well.
You have no knowledge of Boblax. You have no knowledge of his personal life. Genuine question, with no idiocy. How connected are you to the commentary community? Like, I'm talking like the Nicholas Diorios, the Augie RFCs. Like now.
How connected am I?
Yeah.
ABC.
You mean like am I like pals with them?
I'm saying like, do you call them every day? Well, not every day. Do you call them every week, or have you, as you've gotten more successful, are you like moving away from this sort of like drama community, so to speak?
I mean, the only people I call with regularly are people who work for me, so I don't really call Nick and Augie. I do talk to them.
You talk to Augie?
I like Nick and Augie.
Even his exile?
Here and there, yeah. Not super often.
Oh, shit.
But
what does he say?
He says Bigbunjeeeeee's the GOAT, and he refuses to come back because he feels like he's living in your shadow.
Damn, that's pretty sick, man. I have a guy called Kane Adamau. He just donated $2. This is on stream, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. He says, "Tell Tom he has a girly butt." What do you think about that?
Appreciate that. As your question about the, thank you for repeating it. Your question about the commentary community. I guess my thinking behind it is like, obviously I like Nick, I like Augie, I like talking to them on stream sometimes. I like, fucking around. I watch your videos, although you're not really in the community that much. I don't know. I've just, as time has passed,
I'm in the community now, baby. I just called free people.
As time passed and my channels started doing decently well, I just realized very quickly that like the community thing is very gay and you don't need it for anything. Like it's just a bunch of like online spurgs on Discord, and like there is like funny stuff that happened. Like I can't deny that I find like the Boblax drama kind of entertaining, or like the tipster drama, right? But there is a point when it's just like, there's all these people in the community that are like on Discord. They don't even make content. They just like exist. I don't particularly want to interact with these people. I feel like they're not really doing themselves or anyone else a great service. And even beyond that, it's like, as far as personal benefit, like why would I spend more time fucking around with like the community when I could just make videos that make money?
Yeah.
Like,
how much money do you make on a monthly basis, considering all your channels? And you don't have to say an exact number, but is it more than $1 million a month?
A month? God, I fucking wish. Per month? Do you think I make $1 million a month? How much money are you making a month?
I'm making $10 a month.
I think my best month ever it was like 160,000, and on average it's more like 80 to 100 probably.
That is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but that's like there's taxes and expenses. So
how much do you pay?
It's the tax bracket I'm in. I think it's like 35% to the feds, and then there's also state tax. So a lot. Basically, the government takes like 40% of whatever I get. I want to say.
I'll be honest with you. I have no idea how taxes work.
That's good. I mean, if you just don't think about it, you might be fine. You know.
I think I may be operating illegally.
Well, you're in England, so who gives a fuck, right?
Well, that's true, yeah. I'm probably actually, to
be
frank, my entire channel is probably illegal. I'm probably going to jail, to be honest.
You know, I was thinking about that because you do say the N-word a lot for an Englishman.
Okay. How many times do you think I've said the N-word?
In videos?
Yeah. Not generally.
I'd say at least. I've probably watched 4 or 5 of your videos on stream. I want to say at least 3 of them. You probably said it. And I've had to be like, oh, fuck it. I'm on fucking stream.
I've said it more than but I said it on the Dream video. I said it on
you remember.
I said it on that first Jaden video more than 3 times.
I guess if you can remember the ones you said it on, it's not that bad.
I don't think do you regret saying the N-word in those Discord chats? Then Nick, what's his fucking name? The black guy. Do you know
do
the
I regret
black guy?
Saying the N-word? I know who the black guy
the
is.
N-word, and then that black guy made that video and he said Turkey Tom's a racist.
I think it built character, you know. I think it's okay.
You think saying the N-word builds character?
I think it might, yeah.
I probably agree, to be frank. Do you regret saying the N-word on that live stream when you were playing Fortnite? Or do you think that brought you close to PewDiePie?
I think that it's hard to regret something that I didn't have an active choice in making, because the thing they don't talk about with that clip is that I was visited in my dream by an angel the prior night.
Oh shit!
And he told me that in Psalms 4:13 in the Bible, the King James Bible, this is the version they don't want you to see. It says if you lose a match of Fortnite and you say the N-word, you will automatically win. And I believe that angel, and that is why I said it, because I was under the belief that if I said it, I had gotten second place. I thought I would get first place, but unfortunately, it didn't really work, so I'm not really trusting the angel's advice too much anymore, apart from, allegations and leak stuff. But yeah, basically that's what happened. It's too bad, but it is what it is.
I got Schizo Time Man here. He's donated 2 of CHF. I don't know what CHF is. He says, "Can you bench 250 pounds?"
I cannot. No.
How much?
Actually, he says. He says, "Why can't you?" My max bench ever is 210 pounds, so I'm getting close to 225.
Cool, that's pretty good.
Is
that like
close.
one bench or is that sets of 10?
I did it twice, not 10.
Oh,
no way
shit.
could I do it 10.
Oh yeah, well I can't either. My max is 2. What is my max actually? Well, I'm using kilograms.
It's hard, dude. Bench is fucking hard. I don't know if I have a genetically weak chest. Maybe I'm just.
I often think the same thing, to be frank, and I don't. Do you have a problem with upper chest as well, and like middle chest? So
I don't have a problem doing it with the dumbbells. It's
like,
just with the
straight bar. To the point
bar.
when you build muscle, it looks like you just have a pair of tits. Is that you?
Yeah, I do have. I do have that.
Yeah, I
definitely
have
that.
Do you think these guys who look like they have strong chests? Do you think they just wear special shirts to make them look like they have strong chests? Because I feel like that's what they're doing.
It's possible. I mean, they might just be. Do you know about like bone smashing?
I do know about bone smashing.
How often does Tom?
They might be smashing their sternum with a hammer from Ace Hardware, just like into the shape they want. Because I've seen some of them, the shape is excellent. And I don't have that excellent shape. My chest is growing, sure, but it's like I may as well be word I can't say, but yeah.
Do you deadlift?
No, I don't deadlift, and I don't squat either. I got to get on those.
You don't squat?
No, I don't squat.
Not fair, dude. Do you do leg exercises like at all? Do you do like those ones where you sit in the chair and you have to, like lift up the thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do leg extensions from the front and back. Okay, I do them both. I do. They have like the fucking the ass machine. I do the ass machine.
I don't know what that is.
You like sit in this chair, and there's like these 2 pads that go on either side of your thighs, and you like push it out.
Oh,
and it works out your ass.
I know. That's the one.
And then there's one that's like the reverse. You push it in. Well, yeah. I mean, exactly. I'm on my way there.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's what you really want to be doing. You want to be working out every day. I saw a guy in the gym today. I was in the gym today, and he looked exactly like me, except he was like 100 times more muscular, And I looked at that guy and I said, I can do that. That's who I'm going to be in a year if I take
the problem I found with going every day is if you go every single day with no off days, you stay too lean. You're not like building. Like I've had to like explicitly take like 2 days off a week now of just like fucking eating days so I can keep gaining weight because I was stagnating at like 176 pounds for a long time. It was a rough day.
Well, how heavy are you now?
I'm 187 now, so I've gained
187.
Some weight,
damn.
But only since I've started taking
used to be
off days.
190, and then wow. Not to give away too much information to my chat, but my friend, who may or may not be a girl, said I was fat. They kept calling me fat, and now I've gone down to 180 kilogram.
Tell that bitch to shut up.
80
Tell
kilograms.
that bitch to shut up, dude.
Yeah, well, that's women for you.
That's so annoying. This is the thing, dude. They always. I like skinny guys. I don't like when you work out. I don't like guys with muscles. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Gets to you when they keep talking you in your. They keep talking in your ear. That gets to you, bro.
It's just it's like when you can't escape it. It's like if you live with them, it's pretty dark.
Well, I don't live with them.
That's good. I think that's it can become a dark. It can be a dark day. It can be a dark day. It can be like sort of an Avengers type thing. Like she's like Thanos, sort of. If you know what I'm saying. That kind of thing. You know.
Just moving back to the commentator community off of workout stuff. Where does Nicholas Diorio live, down to his exact address?
That's a great question. I actually don't know. I've been trying my best to locate his docs for a long time.
Have you met? I know you.
So I can send him IHOP orders.
How tall is Nicholas Diorio? Is he like 5 foot? How tall are you? Like 5'11"?
I'm 5'10" and a half. So with shoes, I'm 5'11". He's like 5'9". He's
5'9". How heavy do you think he is, like on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think he was heavier when I met him. I think he's actually lost a decent amount of weight. I think he lost like 100 pounds, which
100 pounds
is significant. Yeah,
how long,
but in fairness, I think a while.
Like
I think it was a decent amount of time. Probably actually, yeah. But
well, that's
he did
pretty good,
weight.
honestly. You think do you respect Nikocado Avocado for the hyper weight? Like that guy must have been 500 pounds, and he's gone down to probably lighter.
There's no way he was 500. No, he was like I'm not even sure if he was 300. Do you really think he was 300?
300 pounds. How tall is he?
I would guess like average height. He's probably 5'9", 5'8". I honestly don't think he was ever like Boogie fat. I just don't think he was.
Boogie's a lost cause. I mean, his next step in life is to die, and he keeps weaseling his way out of that one.
I only have respect for him for being slightly smarter than all the retarded people who were covering him, because I feel like it was kind of obvious he was acting the entire time, and I got a bunch of shit for saying that. People were like, "Oh, I didn't know," and it's like, dude, if you watch his videos, it's clear he's like playing it up, especially if you watch his old stuff.
Boogie.
Nikocado, not Boogie.
Oh,
Boogie's not acting.
You think he was faking wearing that mask where he had to breathe the oxygen in?
I think that was all fake. He doesn't need a CPAP. I think Boogie might be skinny.
You think Boogie's skinny?
Boogie might be skinny. He might be wearing a fat suit. Imagine if he came out and he was like 100 pounds.
I've actually legitimately considered the same thing.
What if he's like a part of like a movie set? It's like Lonely Girl 15, that like girl who was like pretending to be a web video star, but she was actually just like an actress. What if that's what he was? What if he's just, a social experiment by Steven Spielberg? It's possible. We don't know.
What do you think about, and this is a personal question, what do you think about Boogie2988's abuse story? Do you think that's fake? I know you've recorded a documentary with him that may or may not have gone out. I don't know.
Do I think it's fake? I mean, it could be. I don't know if it's fake.
Just give
the thing is, like,
just give a yes or no answer.
A yes or, but I don't know. I feel like something probably had to happen to him to make him fucked up.
I don't think anything.
Give a disingenuous yes or no answer.
Yes.
My disingenuous yes or no is yes, it's fake.
Woo! We pulled it off.
You got
boys.
the clip.
They said I was crazy for questioning that abuse story.
Are you worried about your channel standing at all with like all the stuff you do? I've been curious about that.
In terms of like what, like getting banned? To be frank, no.
Yeah.
I don't. I actually legit. If I've been being totally honest. I think a lot of other commentators are not even commentators, YouTubers in general. I mean, if you think of it from a logical standpoint, YouTube uploads like, what is it, like 1 billion YouTube videos a day?
Right.
I mean, from that perspective, I have like, what, 60,000 subscribers. I get 100,000 views, maybe, on if the video isn't age restricted. I don't like. They're never checking that. And also, I've had my channel demonetized and then remonetized based on review, not based on like me uploading a video.
Right.
Which is kind of fucking.
I was
Which is kind of crazy.
I was thinking about the other day. I guess there's technically no one that's ever been banned just for like saying a slur.
No,
right?
no, there's never. The funny thing about bans is that people who get banned, it's always either a conspiracy or a specific reason. Like even Leafy, he got banned because YouTube hated him personally, and like people like what's the guy's name, Monkey Jones, he got banned based on like an FBI. Oh, there was an FBI conspiracy. Or was it FBI?
I don't think any conspiracy is confirmed. There's like a lot of theories, but I don't think to this day we actually know why he got banned.
He's already answered how much he benches K, and he said his maximum bench is 210 pounds.
I had made a video about the FBI thing back in the day, and he said he didn't think it was the FBI.
That's what I meant.
So that was his thoughts. Yeah, but I think that you'll probably be fine. I wouldn't be surprised if your channel gets like demonetized or something again, but I don't think they'll ban you unless I think the only thing they get you banned is like political stuff, like if you talk about vaccines, like Sneeko, that kind of thing.
Well, vaccines are fake. I don't think the vaccine is fake. I just think it's. I don't think anyone was questioning the fakeness of the vaccine. I think they were just saying like it's straight. Well, I think Sneeko is someone who is obviously a grifter. I mean, recently he's totally switched up on his alt-right supremacy thing because Haitians are getting ever since the Haitians have been eating the cats.
You forgetting American Krogan, bruh.
It's hard for me to tell if he's like a grifter, if he's just like genuinely retarded.
No, he's obviously
he just kind of follows whatever he thinks is the coolest opinion.
He's obviously a grifter. Ever since the Haitians have been eating the cats, his dad's from Haiti, you know. His dad's from Haiti, and now he's trying to he's been on stream saying that like America was never a white country and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know how you would say that if you were an alt-right.
But if he's grifting now, wouldn't he just continue with what he was saying before and be like, fuck Haitians, rather than like being personally... Because it clearly personally offends him, right?
I suppose you're right, yeah. I think it proves that what he was saying before was a grift, though, right? Like, he just seems... when stuff affects him personally, he might switch up. He might switch up on it.
Yeah, I mean, or at the very least, what he was saying wasn't very well thought out, right?
Yeah. To get back to Boblax though, did you ever what's happened to Augie though? What's happened to Augie though?
Nicholas the Oreo be like you are what you eat.
What do you mean? What's happened to him?
What's happened to him? Why is he gone? Augie was my favorite guy. Why is he gone?
You have to ask him, dude. It's not my place.
I can't get him. I can't get him on the phone.
Well, I can't answer for him.
I could try. Maybe we can get him on. If we team up.
I don't think he's going to want to come on, to be honest.
I think I can get him on.
Yeah.
You know,
he hasn't come on a stream in years.
Augie's last statement, I don't even remember the context. He said Big Bungie, he said he makes good content. And it was after I made that Tipster video. Have you seen the Tipster one?
Wow. I have, yeah. It was good.
Tipster one was good. It was probably one of my best, actually.
I'm trying to think what the best video you've done was. I think the boys video is probably the best. I like that video a lot.
Good, yeah. I don't know if the boys was the best. I have positive disposition towards the Mama Max one, the second one.
I tried rewatching The Boys recently because I had watched back when it was coming out. I watched season 1 and I really liked it. I watched season 2, events about it, and then I watched. Go back. Okay, maybe I like going over the whole series again, like a 5-hour word.
It's back on. There you go. My Wi-Fi is fucking horrendous. Anyway, have you seen Boys season 4?
I saw I think I was hanging out with Wendigoon, and I think we watched like some of the January 6th episode, and it was a tough watch.
I'm sorry.
Holy fuck, this guy's internet is fucked. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was just remaining silent because I'm sending a DM to Augie RFC, see if he'll fucking hop on. I think I could do it.
Base.
I'm the guy who's gonna bring him back.
I believe in you.
Back to the Boblax. I know you're not personally involved with Boblax as much as I guess you were maybe once a long time ago. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been really close with him.
What Nicholas?
I know Augie and Nick pretty well. Yeah, I know them pretty well. But for no, I don't know Keemstar very well. I probably know Keemstar about the same amount that I know Boblax, which is not very much. We've spoken a few times, but it's never been like I wouldn't call myself friends with them. Like I don't really know either of them. On like a real personal level. But there is something weird that happens in like the commentary community where you'll have people that come around, and Boblax hasn't really done this, but like Tipster, I remember at one point back a few years ago, he had messaged me being like, "Hey man, just want to say, I know we got off on a bad start, but I'm thankful that you've become one of my best friends in the commentary community." And I was just thinking, like, when I got this DM, I was like, how do I respond to this? Because I'd only talked to him like twice ever, and it wasn't even in a call. I think I had called him once on Discord, maybe with a bunch of other people during some drama situation, and then I think I had messaged him maybe twice. And he called me like one of his best friends, and I was like so perplexed by that. But I think what you realize is that there's various motivations for people like making YouTube content, and some of them do it for money, some of them do it because they like making like art or videos or whatever you want to call it, and some of them do it because they want a sense of like social belonging. And I think that's what Tipster was overwhelmingly. He just wanted like a friend group online.
I understand that. Tipster seems. Do you think Tipster like swapped to Keffels because Keffels is just like? Was Keffels bigging him up? I know you probably know more about Tipster than I do. Was Keffels like big? Was Keffels like bigging him up like initially, and that's why he swapped to him?
Yeah, I mean Keffels was nice to him, and we weren't super nice to him at the time, and that's why. I mean, he gravitates towards whoever is nicest to him. And there's a lot of people like that that just do that kind of thing. I think that Tipster is someone with no real opinions, even if he doesn't realize it. I don't know how deep his self-awareness is, but I think his opinions are formed by whoever is around him and giving him validation. And for a while, the commentary community was validation. He got, little friend group in his mind he was like a part of the Goon Squad or whatever. He got to, make content with all those guys. And then he also got, or he was seeking validation. He didn't really get it, but he was seeking validation from all these like weird, busted 35-year-old whores that, orbit around the community. And when he stopped getting that, he just moved on to a new community with new, women, I guess.
You think Tipster's always been... You think Tipster's end goal has always been women? Do you think Tipster hates his wife? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know if he hates his wife, but he must not. He must not feel validated enough.
In terms of like, he had the DMs with I don't know who it was, but he had the DMs with the goth mommy, and he sent her his phone number and stuff. Do you think that was cheating? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know what his agreement is with his wife, so who knows what they're. Maybe they have like a destiny thing going on. I don't know. But I mean, I think for sure he's seeking some kind of like internet girlfriend type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why he like sims for these girls, which, it is what it is, I guess.
All right, final question, right? Before I let you go back to whatever you were doing, working out, whatever, being hot. What would you say is the best thing to do to be a successful commentator, YouTuber, whatever? What do you think the best thing is?
Make videos. That's
he says
it.
Make videos.
Make good videos. Nothing else matters.
What do you think?
Having a Discord and Twitter account will not benefit you.
What do you think constitutes a good video?
I mean, there's a lot of things. It's subjective. Just a video that's like entertaining above all else. The thing is, people will be like, "Oh, well, how do I like write a video to like have the best points?" And it's like that doesn't really matter. Like as long as the video is watchable and entertaining, like it's fine. Like I don't think my videos on average have like the best arguments. I don't think they're the most like destructive videos of anyone's career, or like I'd say with a few exceptions, like none of them are like really like these like amazing earth-shattering events. But like it's entertainment, so just make an entertaining video. That's all that matters. People focus too much on Like I get a lot of questions for YouTube advice. People focus way too much on like what equipment should I get? It's like it doesn't really fucking matter. What software do I use? It doesn't matter. How do I learn to edit? It's like look at the fuck up. There's a whole website called YouTube with tutorials and everything. Like, you know, like it's not it's like, oh, I just need to ask you for advice on like SEO and titling. It's like, well, just figure it the fuck out. Like everybody who does YouTube had to learn it at some point, you know. If you make enough videos and are trying hard enough, like you'll get there. So yeah, just make videos. That's the only thing that matters.
You think like even, you know, like Dr. Disrespect recently had his like pedophile thing, right?
Yeah.
Do you think if he just makes videos through that, that'll just like go away? I mean, I do, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think with the kind of like pill that you have to swallow, the pill to swallow with YouTube is like cancel culture outside of like getting banned doesn't really exist. So assuming you don't get banned and assuming like nobody's taking away all of your sponsorships and opportunities to make money, assuming that doesn't happen, you can usually be fine no matter how like morally detestable you are. Like, and that can be like comforting and also like kind of concerning because on one hand you'll have like people like Doc who like is, you know, he seems like a fucking freak, but he's going to be fine and make content. But on the other hand, you have like, you know, to some people, I guess I'll just use an example personally, like being edgy will like rank in the same tier as like being a pedophile, right? And so like there are like cringe retards who are like, you shouldn't have a career if you do this thing or make this joke. How does this guy have a following? And it's like, well, because it doesn't really matter. But then simultaneously you have people who like probably shouldn't have a following, in my opinion, like Doc, who are still around doing it. So it's really just like it is it's capitalism or something. It's the marketplace of, you know, if you make good content, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, ideas. I mean, I think one thing that can get you in trouble for sure is like, take like a commentary channel, for example, right? If your entire channel is built off of like moral integrity and like being an arbiter of truth, like, and then you fuck up and you show yourself to be like a snake or a weird person, I think you'll have a hard time. Like Nick is not green, right? He tried posting and his channel did die because his content wasn't built off of him being entertaining. It was built over him like bloviating over other people's stuff and being like, I'm the right guy and this is why this is wrong and I respect women or whatever the fuck, right? And like when he was shown to not really care about that and ultimately be like kind of a drama hungry dude, that fucked him over. But like shy of that, as long as you make good content, if you're not like being a cringe, morally posturing moral F, I think you're probably gonna be fine. Yeah.
I know I said that was the final question, but I actually have another final question. In regards to the the pirate, I know you made that pyrocynical document, right? And to be frank, I actually agreed with that document when it came out. What do you think you were right on that? Do you think you were right on the criticisms? Do you think it was overblown when Pyrocynical made his response, or is that like the corporate response to say actually Pyrocynical had a good point? Hello.
So I think that I've like thought about this a lot because especially like in the time that were you watching YouTube a lot when that stuff went down?
I watched your coverage of it.
Okay. Do you remember that I like left for a bit?
Yes.
So when I was gone, I spent a decent amount of time thinking about like how that went and how I handled it, and ultimately I think that what was the backlash against me overblown? I mean, it depends on like what you think about what Pyrocynical did. Like, is he a pedo groomer? No, I don't think that's the case. But I think the problem for me in my document was there were things that I was drawing conclusions about as far as like him like knowing the age of Ivory. And there are probably other things as well I can't remember that I couldn't definitively prove. And because of that, there's obviously, you know, the bar for like reasonable doubt as far as like what he was responsible for wasn't really met in terms of the evidence. Like I drew conclusions that to me were reasonable, but ultimately like the dead to rights proof wasn't there that he like knew Ivory's age and all this shit. And so that's where I fucked up. And like, I don't, you know, is it overblown? I mean, maybe you think it's overblown because I was like right in your eyes, but ultimately like I fucked it up, right? Like I did fuck it up. The document was bad. The videos I did past the first one, I'd say were pretty bad. There were like decent points sprinkled in for sure, but a lot of it was pretty bad. And so from that perspective, it's like I don't really expect anyone to feel bad for me when I was the one making the videos, going after a YouTuber who had allegations about him, who had 5 million subscribers. Like I understood the risks going in of like the amount of internet shit I could get. So it's kind of like, you know, is it overblown? Probably not. You know, I did fuck up. Do I like him or think he's like a moral person? I think it's kind of besides the point. So,
is that yes or a no though?
I don't really like him. I think he seems like a gooner. He seems like a gooner, but.
What do you think about like the? Nerds,
but it is
like,
what it is.
I know. I said it was the last question 2 questions ago, but what do you think about like the new, the new Nerd City thing that popped up? Do you know like the whole context behind that? Like what Nerd City was saying?
I have seen some of it. My understanding is he was upset because he felt like he was being taken out of context on stuff he said on the podcast, and then his co-hosts weren't like censoring or like banning the opposition that took him out of context. But that's really the most of what I know.
The thing that caused that was he was talking about AGP. You know, AGP is it AGP? Chat, is it AGP? Is it AGP? You know if it's AGP.
It says autogynephilia.
Yes. He was talking about that, and he was saying that a lot of transgenders were AGP. And they were asking questions about transitional surgery for minors, is what they were saying. And Pyrocynical kind of didn't have an answer for whether he was in support of transitional surgery for minors. I know you've made a video on Goon Squad, Goon Clown, sorry. So you know about the sort of transients who have a sexual proclivity towards making kids trans, and Pyrocynical sort of didn't have an answer to that. That's the context, anyway. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
context.
I mean, I think Nerd is probably right there.
Do you think he's like spurging out too much over the Reddit, and that was kind of like overshadowed the actual genuine point that Pyrocynical sort of didn't have an answer for, because he obviously caught a lot of this kind of like weird Gooner type audience?
From what I've seen, it seemed like Nerd was just getting too mad online over stuff for sure. I think that like being upset over like Reddit comments and arguing with the Redditors is typically not a good move, even if they are taking you out of context. Like I feel like I'll like hear about a post like every other week where somebody like completely misinterprets something I say on Reddit, but I feel like responding to it is generally not good because these people aren't arguing in good faith anyway. Yeah. So there's no benefit to really engaging with that. But I don't know the entire context and history of the entire thing. So maybe I would like come out more against Nerd City. But yeah, I mean, as far as the minors transitioning thing, I do find it weird that there's a decent amount of people that are like supportive of that or like ambiguous on it.
Do you think like in terms of percentage, how much of the trans community would you say are like AGP? They've become trans as through grooming, essentially.
Well, AGP, to be clear, I don't think that's just grooming. What you're talking about is EPI, which is early porn introduction. Yeah, that's like what Goon Clown did. AGP is like, what is the literal definition of autogynephilia? Isn't like being attracted to the idea of being a woman? Isn't that what it is?
I guess so.
Do
you think there's like an increase in that in the trans community? Do you think like there's like a solid 30% of the trans community that fit that description? Not to be.
I just looked it up. Autogynephilia is defined as a male's propensity to be sexually aroused by the thought or image of himself as a female. I mean, I don't know what percentage it is for sure, and ultimately, like, I think they can do what they want, but I think there's no denying that. I mean, I've seen a lot of the messages from trans individuals when I've been like researching some of the stuff I've been doing, and like a lot of them will say things to the effect of like, "Oh my God, I put on a dress, I'm so hard right now," shit like that. So I think there's probably no denying that that is a factor. I don't know what the percentage would be, but probably more than 0 for sure.
Would you say that Chris Tyson is AGP or genuine trans?
I mean, Chris Tyson is clearly like a gooner porn addict.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know how to delineate genuine trans. Like, I don't feel like I know enough about it.
Well,
but with Chris Tyson, like
genuine trans from my perspective, right? Just you can go off my perspective. Genuine trans from my perspective is someone who has known they're trans from, let's say, the age of 9, which is when children become able to distinguish reality from fiction. They know it from 9 onwards, yeah? Do you think Chris Tyson is that? Or do you think Chris Tyson has at some point been, through hyper-gooning, which you are an expert in gooning, become been sort of not so much tricked as sort of like, I don't know, tricked into being trans, I guess.
I mean, it's like mental. What would you say? Yeah, I mean, it's like mentally tricking yourself. I think Chris Tyson. If I had to guess, yeah, Chris Tyson is probably the latter kind, because I mean, just look at the kind of like stuff that Chris was into, like all this like hentai and like weird porn, and like Chris was like putting heels on his like 9-year-old kid, and like, you know, I'm not saying that there aren't, or not even 9. I think they weren't even 9. They were like 3. It's like, I'm not saying that there aren't like people who are children who maybe could identify as trans and it could be legitimate, but I don't think you should give those people surgery or hormones. And also, I feel like it is strange to be like asserting your like gender view of the world onto your like 3-year-old child by putting heels on them and then posting that on like social media with like their heels on and like posting like, here's my little son with his little heels and he's gonna be a she. Like, I don't know, there's something odd about it. I don't really.
Do you think that was like
it's not the same?
It's like a misguided attempt to like own trolls, or do you think it was like some kind of like weird sexual connotation to it?
Probably misguided attempt to own trolls, but I guess yeah.
I agree. Actually,
the thing about Chris that I find interesting is Chris like never actually like, because like typically when you think of the term grooming, right, you think of like a pedophile messaging like a child to like groom them for sex, right? Like that's what you typically think about. But from the Chris stuff, there was no specific instance of that actually happening, right?
No.
With Chris, it was more like
he was
generally
forming like friendship, like weird, like the sort of connections you might form with an adult friend with a child, that kind of thing.
Well, to be clear, the kind of connections that Chris might form with an adult with a child, yes. But
yeah.
It wasn't like he was like pursuing like molestation or something. He was just like trying to show them weird porn and shit, which I think is probably why the EPI, you know, theories exist around that.
But it's not like him.
I don't know.
You don't think it was
going
him
on
intentionally trying to use EPI. You think it was just him being like a weird, like he's sort of trapped in a sort of strange teenage mindset despite being a 30-year-old adult.
I basically think it's like not even a super conscious thing for a lot of people like that. For Giggly Goon Clan, it obviously was because they explicitly said it. But for someone like Chris, I don't think that Chris was thinking like, I'm getting away with so much, I'm gonna groom a fucking kid, I'm gonna send them fucking porn. Like I think that Chris was just so like porn addicted and morally degraded that they were just like, yeah, it's fine to send all this weird shit and shad based links to kids, right? Like that. I don't even think that they thought about it as kids. I don't think that like them as like a 22-year-old, however old they were, guy at the time, was even like considering like, oh, there's 15-year-olds in the server, maybe I shouldn't send it there. Like I think that they, for some reason, it didn't even register in their fucking mind, you know, which is weird, but I think that is the case.
Yeah. Do you think there's any like fixing a guy like that, or do you think he's like been terminally fucked from birth? It's not a malicious attempt to groom a child. It's just like him in his mind thinks it's like normal.
I mean, I don't know. I think maybe if you put someone like that around some normal people, maybe they could change. But I don't think that they should be like redeemed. Like I don't think they should be back in the Mr. Beast channel. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think that Chris should be in like YouTube videos anymore. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't really know.
What do you think about like the?
I don't know.
What do you think about like the dog? Sorry, not dog pack. What do you think about the Finster? I know I said it was the last question 100 questions ago, but what do you think about the Finster? What do you think about Finster interacting with like Soda Cat or Gene Hollywood? What do you think about that? Do you think Finster's like a weird fucker or whatever?
Who knows? I mean, Finster's definitely a gooner of some kind, but yeah, I don't really know beyond that. Who knows?
You haven't read the thread.
The weird thing to me is just that like there's so many connections between these like porn addicted people. Like
I
like Chris Tyson knows Soda Cat, and like Soda Cat knows Giggly Goon Clown, and then Soda Cat knows Finster, and then Finster knows someone else. So I don't know. I'm not saying that like there's some like grand conspiracy going on, but it just seems like a porn addict group chat exists somewhere, and like out of the 30 people in there, like 3 of them have turned out to be like really weird people. But I don't really fucking know. I don't think that there's any evidence of Finster like doing anything weird with kids, and I would be surprised if that did come out. But Yeah, I don't know. I do find it weird that there's just like all these connections, but at the same time, it's also like, it's hard to do. You can't really do guilt by association with that kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't. We'd have to see.
What do you think about like the Null? Didn't Null make a Twitter thread about that? And he was saying that like Finster was trying to give kids HRT by like or DIY HRT but they were stopped because like UK law banned it.
Oh yeah, actually, fuck. I think I did. Did I see that? Yeah, it was some thread. I think the Kiwi Farms Twitter account. I may have actually read about that on the farms at some point too. Yeah, I think I did. No, that is weird. Yeah, I might have actually seen that. Fuck, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. Serious goonery going on, I guess.
Yeah, these people are all. I don't know. There's like a weird Gooner community. Do you think Pyrocynical's a member of the Gooner community?
I mean, he's just a porn addict. What else is there to say about that,
Alright, I'm gonna let you go and enjoy the rest of your night or day.
All right.
It's night for me.
Take it easy. Have a good stream.
Ta-da. Is he gone? Dude, they said I was a terrible interviewer. I'll tell you what, fellas. I'm gonna end the stream soon. This has gone on a lot longer than I would have expected it to. I have actually DM'd Augie whilst I was having that conversation. I have DM'd Augie. We will see if Augie wants to join. This is the best stream I've ever done. They said I was a fucking idiot for drinking that much. I have DM'd Augie. To see. I'll be frank.
Chat's more entertaining than this normal fa.
The drunkenness. Thank you, Schizo. Schizo Time Man is like my top guy. I need more donations. We need to see more donations for this. I'm a fucking genius, quite frankly, for getting all these people. I had Tom, Nicholas Diorio. Oh shit, we can get Boblax in. Can we get Boblax on? The other side talks. Yeah, but I feel like they're going on a bit, and it's getting a little bit fucking retarded for me personally. But let's see if Boblax joins.
You did it, mad lad.
I did it. I certainly did. Is Boblax here? Boblax, can you send me a fucking DM? Is Boblax here? Boblax said, didn't he? He was in stream before and he said he would contact me. Dude, Perjury, can you not fucking post that segment that shows, like, that doxes me? Can you delete that, please, Perjury? I'm gonna send him a message saying, can you delete that, please? Perjury got my ass? Is that actually a fake Boblax, or is that the real Boblax? Is Boblax just sort of like left the internet at this point? Dude, we did a whole lot of stuff here. I feel like this is a fucking genius stream. I feel like I'm an actual genius. Other than the fact that I like accidentally may have.
Trump got shot at again.
I accidentally leaked my name. This was the best stream I've ever done, honestly. They said I could never do it. They said I could never fucking do it. And you know what? I fucking did. Boblax hasn't responded to me, by the way, but there was apparently a fake Boblax in chat that was tricking me. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? If that was a Can we get this guy on?
Money nigger.
Dude, Skyhawk, come on. Let's get some donations in chat. They're not gonna find my address from that message, to be frank. But there you are.
the reason that I no longer want.
Just my name.
Not all of it. I have more or less, but like, yeah, I mean, his community is the reason that I no longer.
I haven't seen any coverage.
Community is
we get lyrics,
the reason that I no longer wanted to do the show.
It was slightly better when you made fun of Boogie.
Dude, Jesus Christ. Every commentator is gay and boring. What about Chud Logic? I feel like that was the best conversation we had. He laughed like 7 times. Never look through the front page of Twitter. That's what they say. Shall we get Queeman on? What's Queeman's DM? Oh, you know what? I'm going to message him. I'm going to message Queeman.
Get H3H3 on for interview.
I probably could at this point. I'm a fucking genius. The funny thing is that Chud Logic is going to have a... Gacha Sim.
Huxty donated $5. Congratulations on creating one of the greatest
This was a genius stream. We pulled it off. Gacha Simp, you're not going to get me with that trick. I'm going to wait for Queeman to respond. I'm just going to quickly just head out, head downstairs, go to the toilet, that kind of deal. Don't wait up. My feet are still numb, I will say that. The thing that's interesting is my feet are numb, but my brain is perfectly functional. Oh, this is going to be my last interview because I do want to go to bed, so I've got to go to work tomorrow. What's his ID? Queeman. Where is he? They called me a fucking retard. They said I could never do it. Okay, Cookie Spooky, you're fucking blackmailing my ass. God's personal messenger, prophet, and full-time janitor is what I've said If what I've said has made you upset, to report me, please press Control plus W. Now delete that fucking shit, bro. Delete that fucking shit. I read that out. Come on. I don't want my docs being on the line. It's actually not my real docs, but there you go. I've sent him a friend request. Oh, we got Dog in chat. There you go. I've sent him a friend request, by the way. Oh. Queeman. Sorry, I'm just hello? Hello. Queeman is apparently in the call, but he isn't responding. We're pulling it off, fellas. Is he in the call, or is this...
Hello?
Queeman's here! Queeman's here.
How's it going?
This guy's one of the top guys. I love this guy. I was going to donate to one of your streams, actually, but then I was like, I actually would rather keep my money. So there you are.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, Boblax. With your dogs. Boblax. You have been a long-term Boblax hater. Do you feel...
I have, yeah.
Do you feel any sort of relief or satisfaction from seeing the fall of Boblax?
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. I just...
Is it sexual in nature?
Yeah, a little bit, I can't lie.
Oh,
a little bit. Yeah, there's an undertone of sexuality to it that I can't deny. But Boblax, it just baffled me that he had a career in the first place, because he's like talking about abuse and like grooming and stuff like that, but he's a severely autistic man who can't look after himself, can't hold his own life together. So I don't know why he's giving opinions on relationships.
What was his opinion on relationships that he was giving?
Well, I've heard, so I think when I first started streaming around the Super Mega stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He was like posting on his private account talking about how, people need to stop doubting Lex's story or some shit like that, And he like deleted it all in the end. And he uploaded a video being like, addressing my response to serious allegations, where he's like, oh, guys, all I do is read tweets, okay? All I do is read. I don't know why everyone's so mean to me. I don't know why everyone expects me to have a good opinion on everything. All I'm doing is reading tweets here and sticking them hugely in one side's favor every time I make a video. And he removed that video now. He's addressing serious allegations thing. His coverage of serious allegations.
So okay,
yeah, it's super pathetic. It should be his whole career from my perspective.
So in terms of like him being biased in terms of his like tweet reading coverage, which to be frank, I actually agree with you on because I've called him out for that before. What was like, if you want to give it like an example of him being like super biased in one of his tweet reading videos, just to see what you say.
Well, the one I think of is the Super Mega one, but
is that a tweet reading video he did?
Yeah, he did Twitter versus.
The one I always came up with was the Amaranth one.
I can imagine that being bad, but I don't remember that far back. Yeah, I imagine if you put any Twitch whore, it'll be like insane.
The one with the Amaranth one was
strange interactions with women. This young man.
Oh, what was his strange interactions with women that you know?
You know about this whole fake relationship he had with this?
Oh yeah, the Salvo thing. Salvo actually didn't mention that one earlier.
Oh, it was Salvo one earlier.
Yeah, he was on earlier.
That's epic.
What was his fake relationship?
I don't remember the girl's name. You probably know better than me, but yeah, the Salvo thing. What was it? It was one of Mama Max's exes that he was like, he thought he was dating. And there was another.
Seen the tweet, but I don't know the name.
Yeah.
I only see the tits.
Was it Olivia? I don't remember. Anyway, there was another one as well. Adriana Lee. Do you remember her?
Oh yeah, I know Adriana Lee. She's the Miskiff girl.
The Miskiff rape victim. Yeah. She basically was on a panel, one of Zerka's panels, John Zerka, with Boblax, and she was really nice to Boblax on that panel. And it's very obvious that Boblax noticed that and was very happy with it, because he basically like grew this insane hate boner for Mizkif.
Oh.
And it's just, if you go through and look at any video he's got on Mizkif, he fucking hates this guy. And it's all because he's got a crush on this fucking Adriana Lee from this one panel because she was nice to him one time. And so now he's just on the fucking warpath, like
Oh shit!
You tried to cover up a rape. You tried to cover up a rape. This guy. Why does this guy still have a career? And all this shit, So that is really funny.
Has he ever had a girlfriend that you know of? Because Nicholas Diora told me earlier that his girlfriend had told him he had BPD.
Oh well, yeah. I was just scrolling through. I was trying to figure out because Nick was fucking. Did you watch his stream last night?
I have not watched it, but I had him on call.
Okay, he mentioned on his stream last night. He was like, he kept glossing over the girlfriend part. He was like, "Oh yeah, his girlfriend convinced him that he had a disorder," and then later on, he's like, "Oh, the girlfriend thing's a whole other rabbit hole." I'm like, "Oh my god, don't fucking say that." So I was sitting there just like scrolling through this guy's social media accounts, just trying to see if I could see a girlfriend or anything last night. And man, if it's the one that commented on his VidCon pictures saying, like, where he replied to her and was like, "Oh, wish you were here," then some weird shit is going on there. Okay, some seriously weird shit is going on.
What does she look like? She's black?
I'll send you this, okay? So I just saw this is all public. I saw this on his public Instagram. Okay, the links to everything. Sending it through. This is all just I just followed this account through. Okay, so I'm just sending you these two.
Oh,
it's about
shit.
the same. It's about the right time frame. It's about the right time frame. I think
she's Asian.
Around July. Black.
Is she black?
That's black. Yeah.
Is it? Chat, is that black? I'm on stream, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
I always do that. I always forget to tell people.
No, you.
Chat, is that black? Or is that Blasian? You know, when I was in high school, a guy told me about Black Asian. He said it was called Chigga. Have you ever heard that? Chigga?
I've heard Chigga, yep.
They call them a Chigga.
I just use that for Asian people. I don't use that for Blasian. I just call them Chiggas,
Bobax is a sub-5 male. Do you think Bobax is a sub-5 male?
Blows Blacks is a sub-5 male.
Definitely, yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
What do you think is...
I mean, like, he can't pay his mortgage, right? Like, the one thing he had was success, but he's begging Nick for money for his mortgage.
Oh, yeah. Nicholas Diorio said he begged him for £1,500 or $2,000.
That's awesome, yeah. Is that 2,000 Canadian or...
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, it's 1,500 American dollars, 2,000 Canadian dollars. I don't know.
Oh, right, okay.
Where do you live?
Yeah.
America?
I'm in the UK.
Woo! Yeah, all the best star, eh? Neon LF Graves says it's a high-tier Indonesian. So, would you say that's accurate?
Top shelf Indonesian, for sure, yeah.
Top shelf Indonesian, eh? Indonesians, you know what I mean? Do you think he was actually meeting up with this girl, or do you think he was just, like, messaging her online?
I reckon it was an online thing, and I reckon there was some other weird shit going on there that we wouldn't see publicly.
What do you think about the Lyrics call? Are you friends with Lyrics?
Yeah, I'm chill with Lyrics, yeah.
What do you think about the call specifically? Because I know when you were on Chudge Stream, and I have seen that, you were sort of criticizing Bolax because he was... You thought he was being snaky for telling Nicholas Diorio, what's his face, King of Nothing's private messages. So I assume you think the Lyrics call was like hyper snake, sort of type snakeism.
Yeah, for real. Lyrics was just trying to help the guy. It's just like, I don't know why you release a call that just makes a guy look like he's going to take an hour out of his day to try and coach some autistic kid online about how to get through drama. Like I didn't think Lyrics would do that before this, and now I do think now I know Lyrics would do that. So I'm like, okay, well you're an idiot for spending your time on that, but I mean it makes you look like a kind of alright guy.
Did you start your streaming career off the back of Boblags fucking up that Super Mega case?
No, not really. That I sort of streamed a bit around the Super Mega stuff, and I stopped for like 6 months, and I started harassing a trans person for being a pedophile.
Who was it? Brianna Wu?
It was Food Shops, and then
I know Food Shops. Food Shops is that guy who beat Tipster in that debate, right?
That's the one.
That is fucking horrific, isn't it, really? I mean, Food Shops is actually like a full-on pedo, as far as I could tell.
Well, a lolicon, okay? Well, let's be specific.
Do you think lolicon and pedophilia is like the same thing?
Not exactly the same thing, but probably a high overlap.
I see. You think some I mean, the excuse I see with lolicon all the time is they are attracted to women with a petite body type. Do you think that's like accurate? Do you think that like holds water?
I think that's. I mean,
yeah,
petite body types like children. Sure, I mean, like,
yeah,
it just. I don't think it's. There's probably overlap with that too. Okay, like it's not. It's like lolicon's one thing, and then there's a big circle that's pedophilia, and that's got a lot of overlap with lolicon. And then there's petite women, and that's got a big overlap with lolicon as well. But I feel like these are all quite, to some extent, distinct things, probably.
What do you think? Like when what do you think about the Bo Blacks? When he was, I know he was striking down. Not like when he was striking down videos, but when he was striking down like Reddit threads. You remember that? Do you think that was based? Do you think that was epic from Bo Blacks?
Who was down the Reddit striking down Reddit threads?
Bo Blacks. You remember when he was striking down the Reddit threads or whatever he was doing? He was reporting them or something.
No idea about that.
There was a situation. I can't remember when. I remember all I've seen is an Augie RFC clip where he was covering it. And Bo Blacks. It was to do with Alex Gekmo actually. And Alex Gekmo was like making Reddits on like the H3. Was it the H3 Reddit main, like the main one?
Oh right.
And he was like just like on stream live, just reporting them all. See that?
What? No, I haven't seen that.
You know what? I watched that and I thought that's pretty cool. Just the fact that he does it in broad daylight.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like it's kind of based. Yeah, just like to get on stream and just sit there fucking scrolling through reported shit. Yeah, that's fucking based.
Is the Boax thing coming back up because of the initial one where he was like? I don't know. I'll be frank. I don't know anything about him striking down those videos. All I know about it is I know Nicholas Diorio was pissed because Boblax was an archive channel, and it might have been around the time of the Pokemon thing, but he was striking down other archives, and he was like pissy about that because it's like makes him look like a fucking retard.
Yeah, I mean that's the story as far as I know. I don't think it's come up because of that again. Basically, I think what happened was I posted that clip of Nick talking shit about Boblax to Twitter, praying something would start off, and it slowly started snowballing. And once Alex Gekmo released the DMs off the back of Nick being on Chuds to talk about it, I think that really started it. But the only reason the copyright stuff came up was because Lyrics covered it on a stream just to like fill out time because there was nothing else happening and people wanted to shit on Boblax. And then Boblax was just like really anal over his fucking coverage of it. It's like I just don't know why you would
what do you
get that cut up over someone like farming a 4-year-old clip of you getting upset on stream. Like obviously that's going to happen.
Yeah, I understand. Why do you think he's so pissy about it? Do you think he has like a good man syndrome or like a hero syndrome where you think he wants everyone to like him all the time?
I think autistic people and especially egotistical autistic
Down
people,
syndrome individuals,
very very narcissistic autistic people get very hung up on how others perceive them, especially if it doesn't comport with how they view themselves. So Boblax doesn't think he's manipulative. So when other people call him manipulative, it's like fucking driving nails under his fucking skin or some shit. Like he's going crazy. The guy can't stand it. So
do you have any like behind the scenes DMs with Boblax, or is that like beyond your purview?
Nope, I've never had a private interaction with Boblax.
Nicholas Diorio told me he had 800, exactly 800 DMs from Boblax about. Do you know about the non-binary tweet he made? I think I vaguely remember him saying it. Apparently, he was spurging out behind the scenes because, what's his face? He wanted people to like support the non-binary tweet, like explicitly, or something.
Well, you know why all that is, right?
Because he's gay.
It's because of his non-binary raped sister. Okay?
Oh shit!
That's what it is.
What happened with his sister's rape? Do you know anything about that?
Okay, so but I mean, he brought it up when talking to Mr. Girl. Okay, so he's spoken about it extensively. He's got a non-binary sister, older sister, that he's very protective of, who was groomed by their tutor.
Like a music teacher?
I think like an autism tutor. I think something like that.
Is that a real thing?
I think so. I think like maybe like a speech therapist or some shit. I don't know. I was a sense I got was it was like some autism tutor basically groomed her when she turned 18 or whatever. They were in a relationship.
So when...
But she's non-binary, yeah. So that's why he's tweeting all that shit, I think.
Is that like a recent thing, or has that happened years ago?
That's years ago. That's years ago.
He talked about this with Mr. Girl, of all people.
Yeah, yeah. And Mr. Girl started saying to him, like, oh, fuck, I can't remember exactly what he was saying, but it was basically, he got Bo Black's very upset because he was basically saying that Bo Black's sister being groomed is why Bo Black's feels such a need to, you know, virtue signal about pedophiles and act like he could. There's clips of Bo Black saying that he would never find someone under 21 attractive at like 25. And it's like, bro, can you be fucking serious for a second? Like, you're 25. You don't find 20-year-olds unattractive because they're too young. Be fucking honest.
All right. I wanted to ask you about... I know you're a big Brianna Wu A-logger. Because I watched the debate.
Yeah.
What do you know about the Brianna Wu? I know she had a political campaign and she said that space... One of the things she wanted to protect against was billionaires or something, creating space stations where they would throw rocks at planet Earth. Do you know anything about that?
Brianna Wu, billionaires.
Something about that. She said when she was running for president or something, right? Or for Congress.
It was when she was running for Congress. Yeah.
She said something about like wanting to protect the nation against people throwing rocks at the Earth or something like that. Orbital striking the planet from the moon.
Oh,
was it moon rocks? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'm seeing something here. Jesus, what is this? We've got to watch out for colonists dropping rocks. Quote from Massachusetts congressional candidate Brianna Wu. Yeah, I mean, it seems like she did say something. I can't really find out what this is about, but I mean, yeah, she said something like that. I've never heard that before. That is the first time.
Because I had that written in a script about
Brianna Wu. Yeah, that sounds fucking.
It's on a
insane.
Wikipedia page.
You're watching a Brianna Wu video.
It was it was a Patreon exclusive.
It
was something about rocks. You ever played the video game, the Brianna Wu video game?
On Twitter, I have, yeah. On Twitter in February 2017, Wu received media attention after she posted warnings about the militarization of space, along with voicing her concerns over giving private space tourism companies sole access to the moon. She wrote, "Rocks dropped from the moon have power of hundreds of nuclear bombs." She later deleted the tweets after receiving criticism. What?
So
what strange issues to try to run on. Okay.
So I'm gonna have to let you go because apparently Donald Trump was shot or something. I don't know. I got a bunch of chat messages.
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
Go. But okay, before I let you go, final words on Bo Black. Say whatever you want. Slurs. Whatever.
Fuck Bobby, we hate Bobby. Roundhouse kick Sonic Josh till the rings come out. Fucking throw Sonic Josh into the Noki River. I burn Sonic Josh's Chow Garden. Report Sonic Josh to gun. Thanks.
Good talking to you, man. See you.
All right, catch you later.
Dude, we pulled it off. Look at that. All right, okay. I'm going to cover. Trump has been assassinated. Yeah, that's what we've established here. Excellent. My name is Ben Shapiro, conservative thought leader, prominent white YouTuber, the Muggsy Bogues of the intellectual dark web. And look, it's just a fact. I would like to order some pizza pie. Where's Donald? Surely it'll come up when I type in Donald Trump, right? If you are triggered by that request, I do not care. I truly do not. Dude, he's actually been killed. Sorry. Now let's discuss conditions. First, thank you for agreeing to debate me. Typically, in forums such as this, I have met with ad hominem, mudslinging, anything from you, racist creep, or is that your real voice to rock a schoolyard laughter?
Videos.
I was thinking about making another one, to be frank. I can't order Domino's because they're all shut. It's that simple. It's been true for all of human history, from Plato to Socrates to Mr. Mistopheles. And any attempt to rewrite the pillars of Western thought will be met with a hearty foe by yours truly, and trust me, this is not the fate you wish to meet. Now, with regard to my topping preference, I have eaten from your pizzeria in times past, and it must be said your pepperoni is embarrassingly spicy. Frankly, it boggles the mind. I mean, that kind of drugs you are inhaling over there. Pot, one bite of that stuff, and I have to take a shower. So tread lightly when it comes to spice, my good man. You do not want to see me at my most epic, like the great white hero of Zack Snyder's classic film 300, I Will Kick You. Is it bad I'm jerking my shit right now? Onions, peppers, no, thank you. If I wanted veggies, I'd go to a salad bar. I'm not some sort of vegan. Cory Broker, weirdo. And your efforts to Michelle Obama-ize the Great American Pizza Pie are frankly hilarious, though not as funny as the impressively named P-Zone. When I figured out the genuinely creative pun, I laughed until I cried and peed. A true Spartan admits defeat, and I must admit that in this instance, your hut humor slayed me, Dennis Miller style. There you go. How do you not have permanent brain damage? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? Are you single? Well, we'll see. We'll see, won't we? Anyway, multiple gunshots have been fired at Trump National Golf Club in West Palm Beach, where the former president is playing golf today, according to reports. How do I get rid of this fucking late show guy, eh? Does anyone know? Oh, close. Law enforcement sources told CNN. This is on CNN? Oh, no. Told CNN that a person has been detained in connection with the incident after Secret Service agents fired at the suspect, who they believe intended to target the former president. A long gun has been recovered, they added. So stupid, eh? What the fuck are they saying? Can we see? Is there a video? Can anyone in chat say, show a video? Does anyone in chat got a link to a video? Is King of Nothing obese? We could, I don't know. Is he? Has anyone in chat got a video? An AK was used. There's no video. Shooter had a GoPro. There's a video right here. I hope he's alright. King of Nothing's name was leaked. What's his name? James or something? This is always the other one. I'm going to go to Twitter and see. Peter Scully was the shooter. Oh shit, dude. I can't believe it. I should have asked Nicholas Diorio and Turkey Tom if I could go on half-baked. They fucked me. They fucked me on that one. This is a real one. Hold on a second. Let's just watch this quickly.
I don't know who this is. This person?
Roblox.
Canadian YouTuber.
Yeah, this has been the longest stream I've ever done. We appreciate this.
Twitch streamer Pokemon after she issued a false cut. Ah.
Troon Hunter.
Wait, is it the person I'm thinking of? What do you think? Raid him?
I don't know what this is. These Haitians, they're going crazy. Look at this. All the guys out on call are here. I'm going to check and see if Augie's messaged me. I mean, I know he hasn't because I can literally see it in the bottom left-hand corner, but I'm checking anyway. He has not messaged me. Augie FC has not messaged me, people. Sorry. Imagine if he did, though. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine if he actually did that? Seriously? How do I look at friend requests? He doesn't seem to have messaged me. But can you imagine if he did? Can you imagine if he did, eh? Where's the Trump shit? Surely someone's, Dude, what the fuck? Okay, fellas. Trump got shot. They shot at him. I'm going to stay on for a little bit just in case. And I know he's not gonna, but just in case Augie RFC DMs me, I will stay on call. Just in case. I mean, he won't. But just in case, can you imagine if I get this? Can you fucking imagine if I do this, eh? I'm not that drunk anymore. My feet, I still can't feel my feet, but my brain is good to go. I actually do need to go to bed, though, actually, in half an hour. It's a Sunday, right? Dude, they tried to kill him again. What the fuck? Dude, Twitter is fucked, eh? What is he doing? I'm trying to find a Donald Trump assassination. Dude, I don't know if I can even try and stream any longer. My head is fucking killing me. I think I'm actually going to be sick, to be frank. Jesus Christ. I think I'm actually going to have to end. I'm actually going to be sick. Dude, I'm actually going to throw up. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm ending the stream. I'm ending the fucking stream. I can't keep this up. I'm actually gonna throw up. I'm actually not even kidding. I'm ending the stream. It's over. I'm gone. That was a good place to end, though, eh? Oh, another donut. Hey, I'm gonna drink some water and I'm gonna end the stream. I'm actually gone. I'm literally about to throw up. I'm done.